that was the largest of the season for the South Carolina Stingrays. Last night they had a crowd of 8,537 fans on hand for Star Wars night here at the North Charleston Coliseum. So it was a great atmosphere, shaping up to be a good atmosphere here in North Charleston once again, but finishing with these statistical leaders. Austin McGarrah leading the Rays in plus-minus with +20. Jack Adams leads the team with 7 power play goals this year. He has a power play goal in each of his last 2 games. And game-winning goals, Nick Lieberman and Johnny Evans tied for the team lead with 3 game-winning goals apiece. Evans in the starting lineup here tonight. Mitchell Gibson, 15 wins on the year. That's good for the team lead. He's got 3 shutouts this year, a 2.35 goals against average, and a .907 save percentage for Mitchell Gibson this season. So it always is often a tight, low-scoring game here between the Stingrays and the Everblades. We're moments away from the national anthem, so we will send it over to public address announcer Shane Griffin as he finishes announcing the starting lineup here. And we will have the starting line, and we'll have the national anthem momentarily as the fans erupting for Bryce Montgomery taking the ice. But we will be back after the national anthem. You're listening to Stingrays Hockey on Flow Sports, Mixler, and Caps Radio 24/7.
The athletic trainer from University of Sports Medicine Technique Careers. The assistant coach of the Stingrays, Scott Davidson. And your head coach, Brendan Riley. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand or remain standing and remove your caps for the performance of our national anthem as we honor our great nation. The anthem today, presented by Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum. Please welcome back to the ice, Miss Monique Melendez.
That's a good way to get the crowd going there. National anthem always firing the crowd up here at the North Charleston Coliseum. We're moments away from the puck drop. First, we'll have the ceremonial puck drop here just outside the Zamboni door. As Family Sunday here at the North Charleston Coliseum always attracts a fun atmosphere. Garrett Hunt and Joe Pendenza will step in for the ceremonial puck drop. The officials here for tonight's game, there were 4 last night, just 3 here tonight. Hunter Montinger, the referee, and then Blake Butler and Tyler Willie are the linesmen. Rays are rocking the blue CHS jerseys after wearing red last night. The Everblades wearing green once again. Taking the center ice draw, it'll be Austin McGarrah for the Rays against Mark Senden for Florida. McGarrah and Jack Adams shown some good chemistry when playing together throughout the year. They will play alongside each other once again, as both McGarrah and Adams top 5 in rookie scoring this year. McGarrah, like we mentioned, 54 points on the year. Adams with 46. That is 5th among all rookies in the ECHL. Here we hype up the crowd with a Let's Play Hockey. And there we go. It's time to drop the puck here at the North Charleston Coliseum. So McGarrah and Evans, they stay together on that middle second forward line. Jack Adams playing on his offside. He's a right shot forward. He's going to play the left wing today on the second line with McGarrah and Evans. Also, Empey and O'Neill staying together, but Ivan Lodnia, right shot forward. He'll move back to the right wing on the first line with O'Neill and Empey. Liebold, Kiley, and Leopard on the third line. Hunt and Thrower, the fourth forward pairing. But here is McGarrah in the face-off circle against Senden. Mottinger will drop the puck. We're underway here at the Coliseum as Senden won the drawback for the Everblades. Time to play some hockey here. McGarrah feeds it back to Michael Kim. He'll work it across for Bryce Montgomery, his first touch of the puck tonight. And he will work it up the right wing. Evans pokes it behind Cam Johnson. Turnaround shot by McGarrah. Got blocked in front. Rolled out past center. And McGarrah is on it as he brings it over the blue line. Gives to Evans. Johnny Evans left side. Shoots, kick, save. Johnson. The rebound was there, but Moberg cleared it out. And now it's shipped into the zone by Sean Josling. Kim is on it. He gives it to Montgomery in his own right corner. Back to Kim. Up the left wing for Adams. Back to Kim. He'll hold it and work it behind the net for Bryce Montgomery. Out to a curling McGarrah. Swings it back. Kim, right wing to Montgomery. Cross for Johnny Evans. He gains the red line. Gives it to McGarrah, who skates it in. McGarrah shot, another kick save by Johnson. And McGarrah steals it. Gets it over to Empey on the left side. Tyson Empey left corner. Out to John McDonald, left point. Quick cross-ice pass. Here's Benton Mass. He shot one just wide. Good first couple of shifts for the Rays here. They've had most of the zone time here, a minute 20 seconds in. Good step up by McDonald, right by center ice. Now it's skated in by Pendenza. Right side, Pendenza in the Stingray zone, drops it back. Here is Nas. He walks in, shoots, it's blocked. And Tyson Empey going to skate it up the right side, get it out to center. But Oliver Chow, quick on the puck, stealing it back for the Blades. As Chow, Santurno, and Pendenza just had their first shift. Stingrays did a pretty good job locking down on them. Everblades rolling their lines all out tonight. So here's a shot blocked by Sawyer, and it rolls into the protective netting. 18:03 remaining in period number 1.
Today's first period of play is presented by Service Master of Charleston.
So the face-off coming down to the right of Mitchell Gibson. Cam Hausinger going to take the draw for the Blades against South Carolina's Cameron Kiley, who scored 2 goals on Friday against Greenville Swamp Rapids. He's got 8 goals this year and 19 points in 34 games. Cameron Kiley's been a solid centerman on the third line, and he's playing with Ryan Liebold and Jackson Leopard here tonight. Leopard playing on the right side as a left shot forward. But he's on the left right now to set up for this D-zone draw, which Leopard jumps up and takes it, and he chips it out past the Florida blue line. Sent ahead for Hausinger. He'll skate after it behind the Stingray net. Left corner, it's Lieberman forcing Hausinger to the wall, and Sawyer swoops in and grabs the puck. He'll try to go left wing for Liebold. His clear. Taken by Moberg. His shot saved, and the rebound poked wide by Davis. But a good first stop by Mitchell Gibson. Kiley up the right wing. Had it stolen by Zamolik. And it's up the left wing. Now Davis trying to get it past the blue line. Leopard thought he held it in, but they're going to say he was just offside. So the face-off will come on the left side of Cam Johnson, the Florida netminder, who has won back-to-back Kelly Cup championships as the starting netminder for the Everblades. He was the Kelly Cup playoffs MVP last season. And Michael Kim jumps to the left side, slaps it around the boards. And that puck got caught. And it is out of play. That's a puck out of play presented by Shane Griffin Entertainment. So they'll move the face-off just outside the Florida zone. Magera will take it for the Rays against Luke Centurno, who played in his first game for the Everblades against the Stingrays last night. Montgomery trying to step up, forces the turnover. Magera on it in his own right corner. Up the right wing for Johnny Evans. He is fishing for it in his skates. Evans and Montgomery trying to chip it out past the blue line. It's held in by the Blades. Steos works it behind Gibson. Michael Kim up the left wing for Jack Adams. We got a fight here. Johnny Evans is going to scrap. It's Evans against Ewens. And Evans trying to get his bearings here. He's got a height disadvantage, but he's holding his own right now. And Ewens has Evans up against the boards, but Evans is getting a couple of rights in. Evans gets a couple of left jabs. And kudos to Johnny Evans for scrapping here his first fight of the year. And he held his own against a bigger, taller Ewens. And the two will step aside, but nothing like a little fight to get the crowd going on Family Sunday. Some family-friendly fun on Family Sunday, as some like to joke. But Ewens is a little bit taller than Evans. Evans at just 5'9", 170. Ewens at 6'1", 181. So he's got 11 pounds and 2 inches on Evans. But Evans really, it looked like Ewens was trying to rip Evans' jersey off. But Evans holding his own, getting a couple of rights, and then Ewens coming close to connecting there with a few of his own punches, but no cigar. So 5 for fighting for Zach Ewens and Johnny Evans as puck gets chipped down into the Stingray zone. Michael Kim behind the South Carolina net tries to go up the right wing boards. Austin Magera right along the right wall, backhands it up ice for Jack Adams. Here is Bryce Montgomery up the left wing. Adams on the side trying to send it low for Magera. Jostling up the right wing. Feeds it to Lambden, who is streaking on the ice, but good back checking by Bryce Montgomery. Kim to the right for Montgomery. Out to Jack Adams on the right wing. Adams and Magera out there together. Leopard slotting in with them as Johnny's in the box for fighting right now. So no score between the Stingrays and the Everblades. Almost 5 minutes into period number 1. Ivan Ladnia charging over the red line over the blue. He shoots, it's blocked, and it goes to the right wing corner. Tyson Empey jumps on the puck there, looking to get it back for Benton Mass. It's stolen along the left wing by Oliver Chow. He'll send it behind Gibson. John McDonald, backhand up the left wing boards. Empey charging after it. Moberg feeds it to the right wing. Santurno leaves it for Chow. Back to Santurno on the right wing. Santurno in the Stingrays zone, gets forced to the boards by Benton Mass. Top line out there for the Everblades. And a big hit there by Empey, forces it free for McDonald. He'll go to the right for Kevin O'Neill into the Florida zone. O'Neill circles the Everblades cage, look to get it in front. It rebounds out to him, and he shot it on Johnson, who made a chest save there. Puck caroms out up the left side. McDonald settles it down in his own left wing corner. We're 5 minutes in to the first period. No score between the Stingrays and the Everblades. Right wing Tyson Empey sends it off the boards. Liebold charging after it against Riley, who will feed it to the side for Evan Naws. It's stretched up the right wing for Davis. Lieberman on it in his own left wing corner. Davis is chasing after him. Liebold pokes it off the left wing boards. Garrett Hunt gets it and gains the red line, will follow up his own chip in. Garrett Hunt behind the Florida net. Gets it free for Kiley. He looks in front. Pass broken up. Now it goes to the left wing. Davis, give and go there with Darcy. But Sawyer takes the puck from Davis. He almost turned it over to Hausinger. But swooping back was Liebold. And he'll try to backhand it past the red line. Sambrook up the right side for Florida. The puck deflects into the Stingrays bench. Here with 14:07 remaining in the first period of play. So the face-off coming just outside. Now it's going to go to center ice here with 14:07 to go. 3-1 shots right now in favor of the Stingrays. And the Stingrays win the draw. Jackson Leopard on the left wing side gets it deep behind the Florida net. And Cole Moberg on it for the Everblades, looking for Josling on the right wing. Stolen by Magera. They'll try to work it down. Michael Kim behind the Stingrays net, swinging around the boards. And he will find Jackson Leopard on the left side. He works it across to Jack Adams. In the right wing corner is Montgomery. Works it behind the Everblades net to Magera. Bryce Montgomery, right corner, in front. It hit the stick of Leopard and bounced away. Josling clears it out for Florida. Florida really good in front of their own net. They make it tough on other teams getting inside against them. As Zamolik controls for the Everblades, looking up the left wing. Josling works it around the boards. Gibson controls the puck behind his net and barreling into the cage was a Florida player. It was Nathan Steos. And good thing Gibson saw it. He got out of the way. Had Gibson been stuck there, his legs would have come out from under him. You see Gibson, though, playing the puck behind the net, and then good thing he hadn't come back yet, because Steos must have blown an edge or something. Ran into the South Carolina net. So it'll be interesting to see what sparked that fight between Johnny Evans and Zach Ewings. It kind of happened behind the play. But with 13:10 to go in the first period, we'll have our first media timeout. You're listening to Stingrays Hockey on Flow Sports, and Mixler will be back in less than 60 seconds.
Eat the buzzer with healthy smiles. Coastal Kids Dental and Braces is a proud sponsor of the South Carolina Stingrays, and we're here to help you stick with healthy smiles this hockey season and beyond. We have 10 convenient Charleston area locations to serve all our Stingray fans. Plus, we're open on Saturdays. Schedule an appointment with Coastal Kids today for your pediatric dental and orthodontic needs. Let's celebrate smiles and this season's Stingray wins together.
Phillips is a trusted professional real estate agent who strives to provide you with the best solution. She has won awards for her service and has been featured in several publications for her work. She has a successful history in the Lowcountry and is well known for her superb listing services. She also works with first-time home buyers, relocation, investors, upsizing, downsizing, and new construction. If you need help buying or selling a home, Erica Phillips is your home girl. And the Stingrays win the draw right off the face-off coming back from the timeout. Tyson Empey chips it behind Cam Johnson. Left side, it's Sambrook skating it past the red line for the Everblades. He'll get it behind Mitchell Gibson. He feeds it up the left wing, taken by Darcy in the Stingray zone. He'll get it low for Newbert. Newbert trying to center. Here's Steos on the left wing. Skating out to the point, it's Sambrook. Across for Nas. Steos from the high slot. Shoots and it's blocked. Left side, it's Kevin O'Neill. Up the left wing. O'Neill over the red line. Tries to get it low. Penalty coming in. It's against the Everblades. And it's going to be on Cam Darcy for a slash. Darcy in 11 games this year with just 4 penalty minutes. But he will head to the sin bin, and the Stingrays, they are on the Amped Electric power play for the first time here tonight. They had a power play goal last night. They had 4 power play goals on Friday. Their power play 5th in the ECHL at 24.7%. And so Ladnia up front with Empey and Kylie, who wins the draw back for Michael Kim. Colin Sawyer will skate it back for the Rays. Imagine Coach Kotick has had to shake up his power play a little bit with Johnny Evans being in the box for fighting right now. That second unit might be different. Michael Kim behind the net to Empey, out to the right point. Here's Ladnia skating in, down low to Empey. Tries to drive it to the middle. It's poked away. Kylie behind the net trying to get it back. Here's Oliver Chow on the right side. He gets it and sends it the length of the rink. And this Florida penalty kill, second in the ECHL at 85.5%. They do not make it easy on you. But Sawyer charging into the zone. Goes left side for Michael Kim. He has it behind the Florida net. Pass it in front. It almost got shot on by Kylie. Kylie in the left corner going out to the point. Here's Ivan Ladnia left side. Skates it up the left wing. Ladnia charging in. Gets it down low for Kylie. Tried to return it to Ladnia. Here's Kylie in front. Empey on his backhand. Here's Ladnia backhand, and it went just wide. Couple of Stingrays in front of the net, almost getting it to go. They still have the puck in the Florida zone. Here is Kylie. Left corner. Great pass across. The shot wide by Ladnia. Pinballs to the left point. Michael Kim holds it. 44 seconds to go in the penalty. Michael Kim skating in right left point. He shoots. It's blocked in front. Kylie, backhand in front. And it gets broken up by Pendenza, who will send it all the way down. Gibson will quickly control it to Lieberman. New personnel out there for the remainder of this Stingray power play. Leopard left side, lost control of the puck. Gets taken by Moberg. And on the right wing, Moberg will stretch it all the way down the ice into the left wing corner behind Gibson. Nick Lieberman up the left wing, across for Kevin O'Neill. He lost control of it, and skating the other way is Davis for Florida. Sends it behind Gibson. Penalty to Darcy is over. We're back to 5-on-5. Magera, a backhand into the left corner. Leopard is after it. He'll control it, give to Magera. Left point, Lieberman. He lets one go. It's tipped on goal, but Cam Johnson saw it the whole way. Lieberman, that's how he set up the lone goal for the Stingrays last night, with a shot from the point that was tipped in by Jack Adams. That shot again getting tipped, but Johnson ready for it that time. As the fans and the players on both teams give it stick taps to Evans and Ewens, who have returned from their 5-minute major fighting penalties. Garrett Hunt, Josh Strower, Ryan Liebold out there for the Rays. Kim and Montgomery, the defenseman, face off to the right of Florida goaltender Johnson. We're almost halfway through period number 1. Hunt will step in to take the draw in Liebold's place. Zach Ewens already back on the ice for the Everblades after his fight. He's out there against Ryan Liebold. The two were teammates at Merrimack College just last year. Left side, Michael Kim around the board to Bryce Montgomery. Thrower gets the puck past the blue line and has it as he brings it over the blue line. Josh Thrower right side, pass across for Kim. Couldn't quite corral the feed. Kim pinched into the Florida left wing corner. He'll circle the cage. Kim, a wraparound save. Johnson, rebound is there. Johnson smothers it with his glove. But the Stingrays, once again, all over the Everblades. They're out shooting them 6-1 right now. Getting the first goal, key for the Stingrays. South Carolina 22-5-0 when scoring first this year. And they will have to find a way to beat Cam Johnson here early. In 2 games against the Stingrays this year, he's allowed just 1 regulation goal. But they got the top line out there right now. O'Neill wins the draw back to Montgomery at the right point. He skates in, gets it low for Ladnia, who's fighting against Nas. Steal here by Kim. He shoots, and a shoulder save by Johnson. Michael Kim behind the Florida net. He goes to work in the left corner. O'Neill helps him out. Kevin O'Neill trying to get it to the point. Newber steals, but O'Neill gets it back. Right side, Ladnia drops it for Bryce Montgomery. He skates it back into the Stingrays zone, and he'll go across to Michael Kim. Now Empey up the left wing. He charges in, pass across, and it almost hit the stick of Lodnia, who scoops it up on the right wall. Ivan Lodnia, high slot across O'Neill. Or Mass, excuse me, had the one-timer, but he fanned on it. Here is Ivan Lodnia in the left corner. Skating it to the wall. Tyson Empey along the left wing boards. Here's Lodnia battling for it as well. Steos along the left wing. Skates it up ice and brings it over the red line. Gives to Kyle Newber. John McDonald quickly takes it away from him. Backhands it behind the net to Benton Mass. Cross ice to Kevin O'Neill. Newber there jawing at Mass. As McDonald brings it into the Florida zone. John McDonald puts on the brakes, feeds it to the right point. Mass holds it there. He'll fire it down low. Puck deflected, and it bounces up high behind the Florida cage, and they are going to whistle it dead. A high stick is going to force a face-off outside the Everblades zone. And that high stick is going to call, it's a penalty against Samolik. It was a high stick. Thought it was initially, I thought it was on South Carolina, but Samolik heading to the box, a second penalty against Florida here today. And the Stingrays will have yet another power play opportunity here. And this time, Johnny Evans is out of the box as his fighting major has concluded. And so he will hop out there with Adams, Magera, Lieberman, and O'Neill. Number one power play unit for the Stingrays. Magera will step into the circle as the faceoff comes to the right of Cam Johnson. 8:13 to go in the first period. Stingrays about to start their second power play, as it's a 2-minute high sticking penalty against Reese Samolik for Florida. And the Rays win the draw back to Lieberman. He goes quickly across to Evans. He shoots and it goes wide, but O'Neill gets it on the left boards. Back for Lieberman. He works it across. Magera back for Evans. A clapper save by Johnson. But it caroms out to Lieberman. Low for O'Neill. Back to Lieberman, left point. He'll shoot it, and it's tipped just wide. Magera right on it in the right wing corner. Trying to get it back. Evans holds it in right point. Sends it down low, Magera. One touches it over to Lieberman. He shoots, save Johnson, and it ricochets out to the left side. Sendin, with persistence, sends it out of the zone. Nick Lieberman, top of the right circle, stretches for Jack Adams. On the right wing, he sauces it forward for Evans. He curls back. Magera, right point, holds it in the zone. Evans getting his stick tangled up. And the Everblades clear it all the way down the ice. Florida imposing their physical game here early on the Stingrays. Lieberman skating into the zone, and he got hip checked there. Gets cleared down the ice just ahead of Pendenza. Gibson will control the puck behind the Stingrays net. 50 seconds to go in the Samolik penalty. Here is Michael Kim to the right wing for Kiley. Second power play unit out there for the Rays. Kiley goes around for Michael Kim on the left wing boards. Gets sent around. Colin Sawyer charging to the right side to hold it in, but a blind pass picked off by Chow and sent all the way down. Michael Kim sending it back down into the Stingrays zone. Colin Sawyer will bring it ahead. Time for one more power play rush here for the Stingrays. Michael Kim, left wing, drops it back for Lodnia. He feeds Kim on the left side. He'll drop it back, but there's another blind pass, and it misses Sawyer. He has to go back to his own blue line. Kim advances it ahead for Empey. He charges in. Empey, centering pass, and unable to get a stick on it were the Stingrays. It got cleared out of the slot. Kim soccers it in to hold it in the zone. A nice kick there from Michael Kim. We're back to 5-on-5 here as Santurno brings it ahead for the Everblades and gets it deep into the Stingray zone. 5:58 to go in the first period. A 9-1 Stingrays edge in shots on goal, but where it counts, it's 0-0. Leopard gets it off the boards, goes to the right wing corner. He protects the puck behind the net. Gets it free for Hunt. Now it's Mass controlling at the right point. Couldn't quite hold it in, and Mass will bring it up the right side and send it around the boards. Liebold is on it in the left corner. Gets sent ahead for Jostling. He skates it over the red line, over the blue. Jostling drops it back, And McDonald able to capitalize on the turnover. He gives and go with Liebold. Here's McDonald in alone to Leopard. He shoots it. A save by Johnson. Rebound. Liebold also saved by Cam Johnson. And that was pretty much a partial 2-on-0 there. Johnson had good positioning. And he turns aside both Stingray attempts. Leopard on the initial break. Liebold on the rebound. Both denied by Johnson, who has stopped all 11 shots he's faced here just in the first period. So the Stingrays are getting the looks. They just got to stick with it. They're 1-1 against Cam Johnson this year. And the game that they won back on December 9th, it's a 2-1 victory. It was Florida's teddy bear toss game in Florida. Johnny Evans scored the first goal roughly 5 minutes into the game in the first period. Evans on a 2-on-1 buried his first goal of the season then. And then Florida didn't tie it up until the third period on a goal that could argue shouldn't have counted. It was reviewed for goaltender interference. Gibson was in the pipes for the Stingrays. And they ended up counting that goal. They went to overtime. Austin McGarrah ended it with the game winner in overtime, and the Stingrays took that one by a 2-1 score. That is the last time they have faced Cam Johnson this season. So the face-off coming down in the Florida zone to the right of Johnson. McGarrah, Adams, Evans up front. Sawyer and Lieberman, the defensemen. And they'll have to go up against the top line for Florida. Pendenza will step up into the face-off circle for the Everblades. McGarrah and Pendenza in the circle. Pendenza ties up. McGarrah persisting, but Pendenza wins that one back. Ewens up the left wing for Oliver Chow. He's quick, but Johnny Evans good on the back check, forces Chow to cough it up. Santurno whacks it deep, Masses on it in his own right corner. Santurno down low for Chow, who sends it around the boards. Riley, cross ice for Ewens. He skates in, Ewens drops it back for Chow. Top of the point, he gets a bump from Adams. And now McDonald left side to Adams, who one-touches it for Evans. John McDonald peeling back. And now looking to headman the puck, he gives it to McGarrah. Austin McGarrah around the boards. Lambden is on it in his own right corner. He advances it for Sendin. Mark Sendin into the Stingray zone. Shoots, a good kick save by Gibson. He hasn't been particularly busy here tonight, but he was ready for that one. Austin McGarrah backhands it deep. Ladnia is after it. Cole Moberg skates around the cage, goes up the left wing with it over the red line. Moberg sauces it behind Gibson. He wraps it around the boards. Lieberman to the right wing for Empey. He tries to get it off the boards and out. Tyson Empey along the wall, getting physical against Zamolik. That's the hard whistle-to-whistle play that Coach Kotick was talking about in our pregame interview. And Empey persisting, can't clear it out of the zone. It's fired in from the point, but Gibson stopped it. Lambden from behind the net. Sawyer trying to take it from him. Lambden left wing corner, sends it down for Josling, back to Lambden. Josling behind the net, had it roll past him, and Lieberman is on it left wing. Nick Lieberman takes a bump, holds onto it, tries to swing it ahead. It gets poked back in. Montgomery up the right wing looking for O'Neill. Pass across for Sandbrook. He'll go cross ice with it. Montgomery trying to jump in front of the pass. He had his stick tied up. Leopard gets it behind the Stingray net. 3:15 to go in the first period. Still 0-0 between the Rays and the Everblades. Empey up the left wing side. Over the red line. Backhands it down deep into the Florida zone. Well, we said before the game it was going to be a tight one. Often is between the Rays and the Blades. It's this rivalry. Two teams have faced each other more than any other two teams in the ECHL. Here's a shot there by Darcy. That is blocked by Gibson. It deflects out of play. Face-off coming to the right of Gibson. They're now going to move it to the left. Kiley taking it against Kyle Neuber. Nuber, the Everblades franchise leader in penalty minutes, and he has 85 this year. O'Neal pokes a draw ahead up the left side. Liebold's able to get it past center. Ewens, the last man back for the Everblades, controls it behind his blue line. Leopard gives a hit along the boards. Ewens gets it. Gives it back for Riley. Back to Ewens. Up the left wing. Center on the boards. Kim is on it. Behind the South Carolina net. Michael Kim gets hooked up. Montgomery looking up the right side. Tried to headman for Leopard. Nuber sends it around the boards. Here is Kim behind the Stingray net. Kiley looking left wing. Gives it to Liebold. He'll fire it into the right wing corner. Leopard is on it behind the Florida net. Here's Kiley back to McDonald. He shoots and it's wide. And Leopard got hit high there by Nuber. Penalty coming though against the Everblades. Here's Liebold, shot blocked. And now Florida finally possesses the puck. It's Chow and Nuber trying to get into it with Leopard. Leopard had a penalty last night that he regretted, but credit to him for maintaining his composure. This time it's Kyle Nuber to the sin bin, and he is the only one going there. So the Stingrays, for the third time tonight, will go to the Amped Electric power play. So far they have adhered to the keys that we talked about with Coach Kotick. Playing with an edge against your rival, bringing that physicality, but also being disciplined as the Everblades are in the box yet again. McGarrett trying to get it back. Evans almost held it in, but he controls it on the right side, down behind his own blue line. 1 minute and 38 seconds to go in the first period. 1 minute and 49 seconds to go in the penalty to Nuber. McGarrett up the left side, circling the Florida net. He'll work it around the boards, and that pass intended perhaps for Lieberman. It rolled all the way down to the Stingray blue line. South Carolina going to have to bring it in again. Here's O'Neal up the right wing, being watched closely by Zamolik. O'Neal one-on-one against Zamolik, getting some help behind the net by Adams. And Pendenza locates the puck, sends it down. Good stick by Lieberman to hold it in right by center. He'll fire it right wing for Adams. Evans curling back, feeding O'Neal. Pass bounced off his stick. And just too many missed passes here early on for the Stingrays. Lieberman gets it though. Pass back for Evans. He lost it in his feet. Gives to Lieberman, who sends it around the boards. McGarrett down to Adams. Back to McGarrett on the right wing. He gets it and skates back to the point. Goes across for Lieberman. He skates up. Back for McGarrett. To the right side, O'Neal. He shoots. It's tipped just wide by Adams. Right wing corner. Adams to O'Neal. Gets it down for Evans. Top of the right circle, down for Adams. Back to Evans, who shoots it just wide and around. 20 seconds to go in the first period. Here's Austin McGarrett at the top of his own left circle. Up ahead for Lieberman. He lost control of it. And a good hit by McGarrett on Cam Darcy. McGarrett trying to jar it free. 2 seconds and 1 left in the period, and that is going to do it for period number 1. When we come back for the second period, there is going to be 13 seconds remaining on the Kyle Nuber penalty. So the Stingrays will have that power play time to start the second period. And once again, they played some pretty good hockey, just couldn't solve a hot goalie. Cam Johnson playing well, picking up where David Tendick left off last night. He was in net for the Everblades and made 39 saves. Johnson has made 13 stops in this first period here. Florida has 4 shots on net. Mitchell Gibson stopped all of them. So for the second straight night, a scoreless first period between the Stingrays and the Florida Everblades. We will take a break here. We'll come back in a couple of minutes to recap what happened in the first and get you ready for period number 2. You're listening to Stingrays Hockey on Flow Sports, Mixler, and Caps Radio 24/7.
Helping restore and improve your active life. Here at Personal Performance, we are committed to your health, wellness, and safety. We keep our space clean and professional while providing you with skilled trainers, physical therapists, and massage therapists to achieve your goals. Visit us in person in Mount Pleasant or online at personalperformancechs.com.
Just like the Stingrays, the team at Lumberjill's Axe Throwing Lounge knows how to have a great time. Whether you're looking for a corporate event spot, a place for a birthday or bachelorette party, or a great night out with friends, they've got you covered. Lumberjill's boasts a large, bright space, a fantastic drink selection, and awesome customer service, and the best place in Charleston to get your frustrations out. Call them at 843-879-3030 or check them out at throwlumberjills.com. They can't wait to have you in.
Let's go race! You've got a friend in the car business.
Silverado, Traverse, Tahoe, Trax, Equinox, and more. Cruise has a new Chevy you've been looking for. Inventory online at cruisechevrolet.com and at Cruise Chevy on River.
Want to transform your space into something truly extraordinary? Look no further than Brooks & Son. Established in 2017, Brooks & Son is your go-to expert for all your commercial and residential building and remodeling needs. Whether you're thinking of a modern office or a cozy home, we have the expertise to bring your ideas to life. Our team of professionals is dedicated to providing personalized solutions. Work with a contractor who cares about your project. Call Brooks & Son at 843-871-0907 and let's start building what you've always wanted.
Canine Control Training, proud partner of the South Carolina Stingrays.
Canine Control Training trains dogs of all breeds and sizes. Canine Control offers programs for dogs in need of obedience as well as dogs that need rehab due to severe anxiety or aggression. Canine Control's philosophy is that you should only have to pay for dog training once. Visit caninecontroltraining.com to book a free consultation today.
Canine Control makes my best friend, Kobe, better.
Discover Palmetto Pump House, Charleston's premier strength training gym located in Park Circle. Our spacious facility is designed for all training disciplines, open 24/7. Enjoy our saunas and cardio sanctuary. Your first workout is free. Come see the difference at Palmetto Pump House. Your pump awaits. Kickin' Chicken is a proud partner of the South Carolina Stingrays. The Kickin' Chicken is your home for chicken, sports, and craft beer since 1997. Visit us at any of our 5 Charleston area locations, or for more information, go to kickinchicken.com.
Whether you're a business owner or a casual internet browser, you can rely on Sakura Computer Service for all your IT needs. Not only are they quick and efficient, but also trustworthy and highly reputable. For all of your computer repair or virus removal needs, look no further than Sakura Computer Service. Get started today by calling or texting 843-817-3277 or visiting their website at www.sakuracomputer.com.
All the signs say it's time for a vacation. Spirit has destinations through the U.S., Caribbean, and Central and South America, with nonstop service from Charleston to Las Vegas. For the best value in the sky, download the app or visit spirit.com. Hey Stingray fans, it's your vehicle's time to shine. Time to Shine Car Wash now has 6 locations to serve you with the latest car wash technology to make your vehicle shine. Plus, each wash comes with towels, glass cleaner, and strong vacuums. Mat's disgusting? No problem. We have a mat cleaner machine. Stingray fans, try us for free. Just text Stingrays to 30400 to receive yours. It's time to shine. Lacey's Takeaway has 2 locations in Mount Pleasant and James Island and features healthy meals made fresh daily for busy families or individuals. You can order online at LaceyTakeaway.com or follow on Instagram at Lacey's Takeaway.
There's only one place to experience history in action like you will at Patriots Point. Climb aboard the USS Yorktown, command the crew, and take the helm. Marvel at her magnificent warbirds. Experience the highly decorated USS Laffey World War II destroyer. Plus, there's the immersive Vietnam experience. Every ticket gives you access to experience all this and more. Ship out with your crew to Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum, where history comes alive and heroes' stories echo through time.
Do game day your way. When you sign up for 1 gig internet from Home Telecom for only $99.95 per month, you get ESPN Plus free for 6 months. Stream every big play from any Wi-Fi enabled device, so you'll have front row seats to the action no matter where you are. It's simple. Get 1 gig internet with My Wi-Fi Extreme for just $99.95 per month and get ESPN Plus free for 6 months. Visit homesc.com to learn more. Live life ahead with Home Telecom. Some restrictions apply. See website for details.
Well, welcome back here to the North Charleston Coliseum, where the Stingrays and Everblades are scoreless after 20 minutes of play. The Stingrays, they had 2 complete power play opportunities, unable to solve Cam Johnson, but a couple of good looks. They will look to capitalize in the second period. They got 13 seconds remaining on Kyle Newber's penalty. He is in the box for holding. He took a penalty with just a minute and 47 seconds remaining in the first period. So Newber will be in the box for the first 13 seconds of the second. Shots in that first period, 11-4 in favor of the Stingrays, but the goalies took care of business on both sides. Gibson and Johnson stopping all the shots they faced. The Stingrays, after today, they will have just one more home game remaining in February, but an action-packed March filled with 10 home games. In the March schedule for the Stingrays will begin the month with a 3-3 against these very same Florida Everblades. It'll start on March 1st, a Frothy Friday game where Stingrays fans can get $5 Frothy Beard beers between when doors open and the end of the first intermission. That one will start at 7:05 p.m. on Friday, March 1st. Then the Rays, they'll take on the Everblades again the following day, Saturday, March 2nd. It will be Superhero Night here at the North Charleston Coliseum. Marvel Superhero Night. The Stingrays, they'll be wearing specialty Marvel jerseys during another rivalry tilt. And the beneficiary of the jersey auction, because the jerseys will be getting auctioned off during the game, the beneficiary will be the Landon Strong Foundation. So great looking jerseys. We're excited to unveil those for you guys right before they make their appearance on the ice, and they'll be auctioned off during the game to a great cause, the Landon Strong Foundation. Then the following day, the third matchup in 3 days against the Everblades, Sunday, March 3rd. The Rays, 3:05 p.m., the Rays will be hosting their Paint the Ice night. It'll be courtesy of Old Charleston Painting Company. The Stingrays fans will have a chance to paint the ice after the game. Should be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that one. And that will be the second to last time the Everblades come to town this year. They'll come to town on Saturday, March 16th, which will be the second time in as many nights that the Stingrays will be wearing special St. Patrick's Day themed jerseys. They'll also be wearing them on Friday, March 15th against the Orlando Solar Bears. Puck drop for that one, 7:05 p.m. You can swap out your Stingrays red and blue for some Irish green when you come out to the Coliseum to cheer on the Stingrays on March 15th and 16th for kickoff to St. Patty's. Stay tuned for more details on the sweet specialty green jerseys that the Stingrays will be rocking on 15th and 16th of March. Then on Saturday, March 23rd against the Trois-Rivières Lions, the Stingrays will be hosting their annual Pink the Rink night. So you can come and show your support for breast cancer awareness at our annual Pink the Rink game presented by MUSC Health. You can have the chance to bid on a Stingrays game-worn pink specialty jersey, and the beneficiary from the night will be Share Our Susie. So great jerseys, always a special night, and the jerseys will be going towards a great cause. The following day, Sunday, March 24th, the Rays will be taking on the Trois-Rivières Lions, and boy, this will be a special afternoon of hockey. On March 24th, 3:05 p.m., Andrew Chernichin, his jersey will be going to the rafters alongside the jerseys of Brent Marietti's number 24, David Seitz' number 14, and Mark Davis's number 12. Chernichin's 28 will be going to the rafters, the fourth jersey retired all-time in Stingrays history. Chernichin will also be getting inducted into the South Carolina Stingrays Hall of Fame, and what a special career Chernichen had here with the Stingrays. Parts of 11 seasons, helped the Stingrays reach 2 Kelly Cup finals in 2017 and 2021, and he is the only Stingray ever to play double-digit seasons in South Carolina. And Chernichen did it all while also carving out a very respectable career in the American Hockey League. He was, towards the end of his career, he was the captain of the Stingrays, and he was more focused on, being present here and helping the younger Stingrays players coming in achieve what he did, and that is carve out a very good long career in the American Hockey League. But he's also been here, and he left a strong impact here on the community in North Charleston, and was always a fan favorite. So Chernichen's jersey will be going to the rafters on March 24th against the Trois-Rivières Lions. It'll also be Parks and Pucks night. So Stingrays will be teaming up with Charleston County Parks and Recreation for the night to highlight all of the beautiful Low Country's wonderful perks and programs. And Gold Pass members of Charleston County Parks will be eligible for a special ticket deal. So we'll have more details on that. This game will also be a part of Stingrays Alumni Day, and former Stingrays players are going to be recognized at the North Charleston Coliseum. Already we talked about Cherney, and it should be a very fun afternoon of hockey. Then on Saturday, March 30th, final home game of the month of March for the Stingrays. It'll be First Responders Night. There will also be a jersey auction. You can join us in honoring the brave men and women who serve our community every day on First Responders Night, presented by ServiceMaster. Specialty First Responder inspired jerseys will be available for auction throughout the game. So thank you to all our first responders for their service. First Responders Night on Saturday, March 30th. Then April 5th and 6th, 2 more home games. Beach and Shag Night will be on April 5th, and Fan Appreciation Night will be Saturday, April 6th against the Jacksonville Icemen. For the final regular season home game before the very next weekend, the Stingrays will be taking on the Florida Everblades in Florida for a 2-game set on that Friday and Saturday, the 11th and 12th of April, to conclude the regular season, and hopefully will be the precursor for a long playoff run for the South Carolina Stingrays, as we are just 4:50 away from dropping the puck here for the second period. The Stingrays, when they come back, they will be on a power play for the first 13 seconds of the middle frame. Kyle Newber will be serving the remainder of his holding penalty. And some action around the ECHL this afternoon. Right now, the Norfolk Admirals taking on the Maine Mariners. And that one has 2:49 remaining in the first period. Maine currently leading that game by a 2-1 score. Greenville Swamp Rabbits in action for the second consecutive day against the Atlanta Gladiators. A rematch of last night's game, which Greenville won to snap a 4-game skid. And right now, Greenville leading Atlanta 1-0 on a goal by Brett Kemp, his 7th goal of the season as a member of the Swamp Rabbits, assisted by Josh McKechnie. And so those are 2 of Greenville's most potent offensive threats. Brett Kemp has been with 2 different AHL teams this season, the San Jose Barracuda and the Manitoba Moose. And he was in the lineup when the Swamp Rabbits played against the Stingrays Friday. South Carolina did a good job neutralizing all of Greenville's high-end players. And their 3rd shutout win of the season on Friday night. Or it was Gibson's 3rd shutout, the 4th shutout of the year for the Stingrays, Friday against Greenville. So that is another South Division tilt. We move down the line. Savannah and Jacksonville, they started as well at 3 o'clock. They are currently scoreless after 1 period of play. And then 2 more games on tap tonight. The Cincinnati Cyclones will be at the Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana, to take on the Fort Wayne Comets. That one starting at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and then at 5 p.m. Eastern as well, the Tulsa Oilers will be in Wichita to take on the Wichita Thunder. The Stingrays, they saw the Thunder 3 times back on January 26th, 27th, and 28th. they took care of business, winning 7-1, 5-1, and 5-4 against the Thunder back in January. So that's all that's on tap around the ECHL. Good to run through the out-of-town scores. We're just 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from dropping the puck. Period number 2 between the Stingrays and the Everblades, the 5th meeting this season between the two South Division rivals. As the officials have taken the ice once again. Scoring first going to be key for the Stingrays. It's something that Coach Kotick has talked a lot about throughout my conversations with him, how important it is to get the lead, how well the Stingrays play with the lead, and well, the stats, they back that up. When the Stingrays score first, they are 22-5-0. And when leading after 2 periods, they are 23-1 this year. So if the Stingrays can find a way to get that first goal, that go-ahead goal here in period number 2, the stats indicate they'll be in a good spot. And right now they are doing much of what they can do, out shooting the Everblades 11-4 through 1 period of play. Cam Johnson, tough goalie to beat. Sometimes it takes a greasy goal or rebound. It took that to beat him in overtime when they matched up on December 9th. It was a rebound goal by Austin McGarrah that got it done back in that one. And Austin McGarrah, that game, he was playing with Jack Adams. They're playing together again this afternoon. And Mr. Suspenders getting the crowd fired up here for Cotton Eye Joe. Always gets the crowd going here at the North Charleston Coliseum. Like we mentioned, big indications on the South Division standings as they are very tight. Florida and Orlando battling for that 4th spot, but Florida just 4 points behind the Stingrays with 2 games in hand on them. And so Stingrays, they want to retain their lead against the Everblades. This is a big tilt here this afternoon. So Johnny Evans, Jack Adams, Austin McGarrah out there with Benton Mass and John McDonald. Not enough time on the clock to really send out a full power play unit, so I understand the decision to put 2 defensemen out there. Pendenza taking the draw here against McGarrah. And McGarrah wins that one back. Pendenza's tough on draws, so that's a good way to start the middle frame here. 2nd period underway at the Coliseum. Mass headmans for Adams. He sends it down low for Johnny Evans in the right corner. They'll work it around the boards for John McDonald. Penalty to Newber is over. Here's McGarrah wheeling it over to Mass. Right side, Mass shoots it. Gets blocked in front, never made it to Johnson. Adams is on it in the right wing corner. Here is Austin McGarrah on the side, back for Evans. He had Adams in front, but the puck skipped just under Adams' stick. Cole Moberg bringing it up the right side. He lobs it out past the center ice line, down into the Stingray zone. Mass is on it and feeds it left wing for Evans. He looks to stretch for Adams. It's punched forward by Zamolik. Jostling across for Zamolik. He stretches it up the left wing for Chow. He works it behind Gibson. Mitchell Gibson good at controlling the puck. That's something Coach Kotick has mentioned a handful of times, and that time he settled it down for McDonald, who feeds it to the right wing for Mass. Empey chasing after it against Riley. Right wing Lodnia cycling it down for Empey. Lodnia right on the right wall, gets it back for Lieberman. He shoots, it's tipped by O'Neill, but never made it to the net. Lieberman across for Swoyer. Right wall, it's Lodnia. Punching it down for Empey. He goes behind for Kevin O'Neill. He looks to get it in front. Pass broken up. Lodnia is on it behind the net. Riley gets it right wing for Logan Lambden. Littles it down into the Stingray zone. Gibson does a good job kicking that one out. And the shot gets deflected out of play. So the faceoff will come down to the right of Gibson. Florida will send their 3rd line over the boards. Cam Darcy, Brett Davis, Cam Hausinger. South Carolina will counter with their 3rd line, Kylie, Leopard, and Liebold, with Montgomery and Kim on the back end. Nas and Sandbrook on defense right now for Florida. It's their third D pair. Kiley gets a big face-off win back to Montgomery. Chips it out. Leopard trying to control it. It rolls down into the Florida zone. It's an icing. So Coach Kotick mentioned Bryce Montgomery. Steady presence on the back end. Has really liked the way he's looked in practice. Didn't think he'd be shaking off any rust. And so far, so good for Bryce Montgomery, who is making his first appearance in the Stingrays lineup since February 2nd in Greenville against the Swamp Rabbits. And the Everblades win the draw. Leopard is on it, skates it ahead. Jackson Leopard over the red line, over the blue. Tries to get it forward. Darcy swoops in and steals for the Everblades. He'll feed it ahead for Hausinger. A backhand centering pass broken up by Kim. Goes to the left corner. He gets sent behind. Hausinger down for Davis. In the right corner, Hausinger behind the net. Being worked on by McDonald. Nas gets it left point. Sends it down behind the Stingray net. Kim is on it. Goes to the right wing for Leopard. Great pass across. Liebold, one touches to Kiley. Kiley moving in. A shot saved Johnson. The rebound was there. Liebold got it back for Leopard. He shoots through traffic. It gets blocked by Darcy. And that's one of the real strengths of the Everblades. They don't give much up in the way of second chance opportunities. Johnson makes that first save. There's a pretty good chance that the Florida defense is going to clear out the rebound. Skated in by Sendin. He gains the blue line, drops it back. A shot that rang the iron by Steos. Right side, Moberg shoots, it goes wide and around. Jack Adams on the right wall, goes across to Austin Megara, who gains the Florida blue line. Gives it to Johnny Evans. He feeds Jack Adams on the right wing. He tried to center, didn't hit a stick, but goes back to Lieberman left point. They'll get it down for Adams. He spins away from pressure. Adams in front, Megara shot, and it's gloved by Cam Johnson. Little windmill save by Johnson, who hangs on here with 16:41 to go in the second period. Austin Megara will step into the face-off circle. It's been clear that I think it's on Florida's end. They are trying to get the Pendenza line against Megara as much as possible. Pendenza wins that face-off against Megara. And that's what happens when you get the leading rookie scorer in Megara. It's going to draw a lot of attention from other teams. Here's Zamolik. He'll send it low. Gibson makes a blocker stop on Pendenza, shooting that one from the side. Here's a shot through traffic. Gibson makes the save, and he waffles it to the side. Pendenza works it down low. Austin Megara with a nice check on Santurno. Tries to feed it up the right wing for Adams. Gets sent around the boards. Evans getting it on the left wing, trying to move it forward. Chow holds it right by the right point. John McDonald right along the left wall, lobs it up. Chow holds it in. Puck rolls back. Pendenza keeps it in the zone. Chow back for Santurno. Across for Ewens. Back to Santurno. High slot. He shoots. Good block by Johnny Evans. And the bench with some stick taps. Well, when I asked Coach Kotick about Johnny Evans, who was on a 10-game point streak heading into last night, he mentioned that he's obviously been contributing on the offensive side, but he's really brought up his defensive contributions this year, and you can now think of a couple of instances where he's come up with a big block and the bench has saluted his efforts each time. Sawyer steered it away. Now it goes to the right side. Lodnia is on it. Taken by Sendin and sent around the boards. Gibson stops it behind his own net. Sawyer to the right wing for O'Neill. Goes up ahead for Lodnia. Curling in is Empey. He brings it up the right side, but a good stick by Riley. Clear it out. Lodnia is on it to hold it in the zone. Ivan Lodnia, right boards, protecting the puck against Ewens. Lodnia, shifty in the right wing corner. Cycles it around. It missed the stick of Empey, but O'Neill is getting it back for the Rays. Back to Empey. Tries to get it down low for O'Neill. Lodnia also behind the net. O'Neill looking back at the point, but it rolled past Lieberman and all the way behind Gibson. Mitchell Gibson gets it ahead for Nick Lieberman. They'll try to stretch it up ice. It goes off the boards. up the right wing. O'Neal and Lania were there. Here the Everblades take it. Pass to the middle and a shot by Darcy. Deflects out of play. So both teams playing a real tight game defensively, as we are 14:42 to go in the second period. 4:42 away from the half point in this game. No score between the Rays and the Everblades. And similar to last night, the Stingrays have nearly doubled Florida's shot total right now. Draw to the left of Gibson. Kiley taking it for the Rays. He ties up against Darcy. Darcy won it back towards the point, but Liebold trying to get it out, and Liebold did enough to get that just past the blue line. Ryan Liebold, another guy who doesn't always show up on the stat sheet for his points, but has been a very reliable bottom six player all year long for Coach Kotick. Knows his role and will do whatever is asked of him. Coach Kotick said that if I asked him to play goalie, he would. It's just that type of guy. He's bought in, does whatever it takes, and on the defensive side, very reliable for the Stingrays this year. Puck sent down on Gibson. He steers it over to Montgomery. He'll leave it off for Michael Kim. Stretches it for Liebold. It goes past him down into the Florida zone. Kiley is on it behind the Everblades net. Got tripped up by Moberg. He feeds it to the right wing. Hausinger headmans it for Chow. Good hit by Montgomery. Montgomery working against Chow, and he forces him to turn it over. That is great work by Bryce Montgomery along the boards against Florida's leading goal scorer in the lineup here tonight. And a big hit by Moberg on Liebold, who got it free for Leopard. Good job by Liebold, not retaliating. Leopard in front for Liebold. Liebold turns around and shoots. It goes around the boards. Magara's on it. Back for Mass. He shoots, saved by Johnson, and he will cover it up. You could see Cole Moberg in front of that net being a pest, as he often has been throughout these first couple of games. Good job by Jackson Leopard, not retaliating. We've got a break in the action. 13:33 to go in the second period. It's no score between the Rays and the Everblades. You're listening to Stingrays Hockey on Flow Sports, Mixler, and Caps Radio 24/7. We'll be back in less than a minute. Super Dog barbecue sauce is doggone good, and it's a premium small batch barbecue sauce for humans. Made and bottled right here in Charleston, South Carolina, Chipper Dog Barbecue prides itself on using all natural ingredients, and it's gluten-free. It's perfect for pulled pork, ribs, chicken, beef, or seafood. Next time your pack gets together, bring Chipper Dog Barbecue sauce to the party. Check out ChipperDogBBQ.com for great recipe ideas. Available in all area grocery stores on the local shelves. Well, there you just heard about Chipper Dog Barbecue. Just 3 weeks ago, we had Brandon Close from Chipper Dog Barbecue right here on the air at the North Charleston Coliseum, as we are saluting the hometown heroes right now. But 13:33 to go in the second period. Now we'll get back to action here. And the face-off will come down in the Florida zone to the left of Cam Johnson. Austin Magara will take the draw against Joe Pendenza. Magara, Adams, Evans up front for the Stingrays. McDonald and Mass on the back end. For Florida, once again, it's very clear they're trying to get Pendenza out there against Magara as much as possible, especially for those face-offs, and Pendenza ties up on the draw, gets it free for Oliver Chow. Up the right wing, Riley brings it in. Up ahead for Santurno, McDonald's on the puck. Santurno battling for it, but McDonald on the second effort wins it, but now he has Chow on him. McDonald persisting. He has 2 Everblades on each side of him. But McDonald comes out with the puck, spins away from Oliver Chow's pressure. Oliver Chow played 4 years of college hockey at John McDonald's rival school. As John McDonald was a UMass Lowell Riverhawk, he played 5 years there, and Oliver Chow 4 years for UMass, and then 1 year for Quinnipiac. Jack Adams bringing it up the left wing, headmanning it to Johnny Evans. He'll peel back, gets it across for Benton Mass. Skates into the Stingray zone, and now goes right wing looking for Evans. Held by Evan Nods. Left side, it's Steos. Backhand across. Taken in by Darcy for Florida. Darcy up the right wing, wrapping around the cage. Cam Darcy back to the point. Slap shot by Nods. Bounces wide. Right point, Sandbrook shot blocked. And a loose piece of equipment there. It's the glove of Kyle Neuber. And he's not going to go grab it just yet. Darcy gets it low to Neuber. He shoots. And with one glove off, that shot missed the net. Hunt on the left wing. Getting it. Neuber chasing after him. Hunt headmans the puck smartly for Thrower. Gets it in deep. Enforcers out there for both sides. And Thrower does a good job finishing his check. Neuber on the left wing. Kim squares him up and forces Neuber to dump the puck deep. Kyle Neuber's glove almost tripped up Montgomery there. But Montgomery will wheel it down for Michael Kim. He feeds it up the right wing. Past Josh Thrower. Thrower with a nice shove on Lambden. They battle along the boards. It gets sent down deep. Montgomery with a nice escape move, and he'll stretch up the ice down into the Florida zone. Liebold is on it. He'll shoot. Good kick save by Johnson. Kim holding it in left point, shoots. It's gloved down by Johnson. Samolik holds it in the left wing corner for Florida. He'll try to headman it to Lambden. Sendin skates it in for the Blades, gets blocked by Montgomery. Montgomery, some real strong defensive play, just blocked a couple of shots there. Gets sent down low. Lambden tried to shoot. Kim shut him off nicely. Right side, Lodnia tries to backhand it up ice. Sendin works it around the boards for Lambden behind the Stingray net. Liebold with a good hit on Lambden. It gets fed out to the middle. Here's a shot by Riley. Good blocker stop by Gibson. And it bounces over the net. Gibson protecting the pipes so far here tonight. That's his 9th save of the evening. Right side, it's Oliver Chow. Skating to the middle, giving it to Riley. He'll advance the puck for Ewens. Cross ice, Riley tries to thread the needle with the pass. Montgomery picks it off and skates to his own left corner. Up ice for Kevin O'Neill. Here's O'Neill over the red line, speeding into the Florida zone. Kevin O'Neill over to Lodnia. He looks in front, and Empey just couldn't get a stick on it. Rays are doing all the right things. Done everything but score here early. Here's O'Neill up the left wing, bringing it into the Florida zone. O'Neill slowing down in front. Got knocked off the stick of McDonald. Here come the Everblades the other way. It's Oliver Chow, left wing against Mass. Mass forcing him wide. Chow behind the Stingray net. Now in the corner, Mass with a good hit on Chow. And he gets it free for Empey, and I don't know how you're going to call that. That is clean right along the boards. Looks like they might be getting him for a cross check, but I don't see it. Benton Mass, clean hit there, separating Chow from the puck. Let's see what they're going to signal. Coach Kotick is not at all happy about that call. He wants to talk to the refs, won't even talk to him. That is... And now Garrett Hunt is looking for an explanation. There's not going to be much of one. Mass with a clean hit along the boards on Oliver Chow. But the officials didn't see it that way, the Everblades. And it's a holding. I don't see that at all. I don't see any holding on that play. But Benton Mass to the box for the first penalty against the Stingrays here tonight. The Everblades power play, 20th in the ECHL at 17.7%. The Stingrays penalty kill, 6th in the ECHL at 83%, and they will need it big time here right now. Lambden gets it back to the point for Steos. Top of the umbrella. Hunt watching him closely. Here's Lambden, right wall. Logan Lambden peeling away, giving it back to Steos. He holds top of the umbrella. Back to Lambden, one-timer, and he rang the iron. Logan Lambden so close, but it just stayed out. Josling tries to feather it through. Jumped on by Sawyer. He sends it all the way down. And Sean Josling, a player to watch here for the Everblades on this power play. He leads Florida with 4 power play goals this year. And he has it right now, right by the red line. Good stick by Kim to poke it away from Josling. And now Darcy sending it back for Steos. He leaves it for Lambden. He'll gain the blue line, now gain the red. Left side Sendin. Down low for Lambden. Back to Steos, left point. He goes across. Here's Darcy. Down for Josling, right corner. Back for Steos. 1 minute to go in the power play for Florida. Josling skating in. Pass across, hits the skate of Lambden. Back to Steos, he broke his twig. Here's O'Neill the other way. Lambden's back checking. O'Neill just peels back, and smart play by Kevin O'Neill, killing more time. Gets it low for McGarrah. He had 2 Everblades on him, so Sendin's able to bring it up the left wing for Florida. Mark Sendin drops it off for Lambden on the left wall. He leaves it for Riley. He shoots. Good kick save by Gibson. McDonald holds it, brings it up the left wing. Just 30 seconds to go in the Stingrays penalty. McDonald sends it down ice to eat up more time. Pendenza charging up the right wing for Florida, trying to get around McDonald. Montgomery takes the body on Pendenza, and it's cleared past Riley. Good clear by McDonald. He had a good couple of plays on that penalty kill sequence for him there. 7 seconds to go in the Florida power play. Chow on the right wing. Looking cross ice and looking back. He sends it low. Pendenza in front. Broken up by Lieberman, and he sends it down the ice for Benton Mass. Mass first to the puck behind the Florida net. He looks in front. Has a man all the way in front. It was Hunt, but he couldn't get it to him. Hunt was open on the far post, but a good job by the Rays killing that penalty. It's part of what Coach Kotick said, just managing the emotion of the game. Sometimes calls aren't going to go your way, and you have to respond. Here's a one-timer and a save by Gibson. He stops Hausinger. Gibson square to the puck, controlling the rebounds well. As we mentioned, I mean, for as much talk as there has been about Cam Johnson, and rightfully so with the way he has played throughout this season and obviously the past 2 as well. Cam Johnson head-to-head against Mitchell Gibson. Gibson got the edge. And just a 2.00 goals against average and a 920 save percentage for Gibson against the Everblades. Those are really good numbers. And Gibson has taken care of business so far, stopping all 11 Florida shots here today. Face off to the right of Gibson. It'll be Kiley against Hausinger. Kiley tying up, getting it to the side, but it's taken by Darcy. Feeds it back. Another great block by Johnny Evans. That's his second big block of the night. And Nas retreating back for Florida. 7:02 to go in the second period. Evan Nas, give and go, feeds it left wing. It's punched into the Stingrays zone by Darcy. Sawyer and Lieberman on it. Newber in the right corner for Florida. Tries to work it behind the net. Sawyer around the boards for Johnny Evans. He looks for Adams on the cross ice pass. It rolls just past him. And it bounces past the stick of Sawyer down into the Rays zone. Lieberman controlling it for South Carolina. He's being chased by Sendin. Good work by Lieberman to bring it up ice. Here's Adams on the right wing. Looking across. Evans gets it high slot. Down low for Adams. In front looking for Kiley. But it's taken by Lambden. He'll charge up the right wing. Lambden trying to thread the needle. It's offsides against Florida. The face-off will be back outside the Stingrays zone with 6:16 to go in the second period. And it's still a scoreless game here, more than halfway through, but it's still been pretty entertaining. Everybody on the edge of their seats here at the North Charleston Coliseum, because it is a tight rivalry game between the Rays and the Blades. Lambden takes the face-off win, brings it to the right side. Lambden charging in, backhand across, and it never got through. Lambden in the left corner gets it back for Zamolik. He shoots. It deflects wide. Stingrays have been doing a good job getting in shooting lanes here and limiting Florida's shots. Pass up the right wing for O'Neal. He feeds it across for Empey, back to Laudnia. He'll get it deep in the Florida zone. Puck sent up the ice. And it's an icing against the Everblades here with 5:40 to go in the second period. And the fans who have been bringing their energy here on this Sunday afternoon, they get a little Freddie Mercury. Always a hit here at the North Charleston Coliseum. O'Neal taking the draw to the left of Gibson. It'll be O'Neal against Sendin in the Florida zone. O'Neal, Empey, Laudnia out there up front for the Rays. Sendin wins the draw for Florida. Moberg tries to headman the puck. Benton Mass controlling it back in the Rays zone, trying to go right wing for Empey. Pokes it down into the Florida zone. Icing waved off. Laudnia chasing after it against Moberg. Here's Laudnia in the left corner. Peeling away from pressure. Cycling it down for Empey. Empey behind the Florida net. Out front. Mass shoots, save Johnson, and he'll cover. Cam Johnson not giving up much in the way of rebounds. A bigger goalie at 6'1", 205. Or he's not as big as some other goalies, but he plays big the way he plays on the net, smothering rebounds and covering a lot of ground. But 5:14 to go in the second. You're listening to Stingrays Hockey on Flow Sports, Mixler, and Caps Radio 24/7. We'll be back in less than a minute.
All the signs say it's time for a vacation. Spirit has destinations through the U.S., Caribbean, and Central and South America, with nonstop service from Charleston to Las Vegas. For the best value in the sky, download the app or visit spirit.com. In a world where the only constant is change, it is our people who will ensure our future. Resonac Graphite America in Ridgeville, South Carolina has been the world's largest graphite electrode manufacturer since 1988, and we are committed to creating a workplace and community where our employees and their loved ones choose to be a part of our family. We are Graphite. We are Low Country. We are Resonac. Go Stingrays!
Kevin O'Neal taking the draw to the left of Johnson against Pendenza. So Coach Kotick finding a way to get a different line up against that top line for Florida, the Pendenza, Chow, Santurno line. As they have been glued to Magara's line for much of the afternoon here today. And icing against the Everblades. So the face-off will be down. It looked like they had called icing, and they're going to bring the face-off to center ice for some reason. So Pendenza against O'Neal in the center circle here. O'Neal back for McDonald. He goes across from Mass. Back to McDonald. Finds Kevin O'Neal. Give and go with McDonald. He brings it over the line. Sends it around the boards. Benton Mass, right wing. Behind for Laudnia. He goes to the left corner. Laudnia protecting the puck along the boards. Sending it down for O'Neal. He curls away from pressure. Back to McDonald who shoots. It goes wide and around the boards. Mass on the puck. Gets it low for Laudnia. Backhand back to Empey. He holds it high slot. Shoots. And it deflects just wide. McDonald right on that puck behind the Florida net. John McDonald back to Benton Mass. From the right point. Mass holding on to it. Shooting. Tip. Save. And it's covered up by Johnson. Great job getting that puck through traffic. It's Benton Mass at the right point. But Johnson smothering it. Good reaction there. And now the third line for the Rays getting a shift here. Kiley, Leopard, and Liebold will be matched up against the third line for the Everblades. Darcy, Hausinger, and Davis. Sandbrook and Nas, the defenseman for Florida. Liebold with a steal behind the net. He looks in front, spins back. Liebold gets knocked down, and a penalty against the Blades. Don't retaliate here. Liebold took a hit from Nas. And Evan Nas going to the box. The Stingrays, in a scoreless game here, will be headed to the Amped Electric power play once again. And so South Carolina here tonight. 3 power play opportunities. They've generated a couple of chances, but have yet to break through. Cam Johnson, here's a golden opportunity to do it right now. Kylie taking the draw, flanked by Empey and Lodnia. Sawyer on the right point, Kim on the left. Right side, Sawyer to Kylie. Lodnia brings it into the Florida zone. Lodnia protects the puck really well, and he brings it in. He shoots and scores! Ivan Lodnia! And the Stingrays are on the board! It's a power play goal for South Carolina. Lodnia with his 3rd of the year. And the Cam Johnson wall has been broken. Good puck protection by Lodnia, who picks the blocker side on Johnson. That's a goal scorer's goal. And for the 3rd consecutive game, the Stingrays have a power play goal. And they go up 1-0 here against Florida. Johnson, one touches it to Ewens. So scoring first, oh so important. And they do it in the 2nd period. South Carolina 22-5 when scoring first this year. They've got that all-important first tally. They play well with the lead. Here's Josling around the boards. Evans trying to get it out. Montgomery trying to send it the rest of the way. Lambden holds it in. He gets it down low for Josling. Centers for Sendin. He curls in the right wing corner. Kim forces him wide. And Montgomery is on it right wing. Down to McGarrett. Josling steals, looks in front. Here's a shot. Riley skied it. Goes to the left wing. Sendin tries to punch it down. Josling in the left corner. Here's Montgomery on the left side. Montgomery past his own blue line, going to the right side. Ewens takes it for Florida. Ewens moving in over to Lambden. Watched closely by Kim, and Lambden's forced to dump it down behind the Rays net. Montgomery to the left for Kim. Now McGarrett fighting for it on the left wing side. Evans trying to dig it out too. Right point Darcy across for Zamolik. Left side Zamolik shoots, it goes wide and around. So it's Lodnia from Sawyer and Empey on the power play to make it 1-0 South Carolina here with 2:25 now to go in the 2nd period. Here's Kim sending it behind for Montgomery. He goes up the right wing boards, past Evans. And the puck is out of play. Shane Griffin Entertainment, puck out of play. The face-off will come down in the Rays zone. To the left of South Carolina netminder Mitchell Gibson. In that top line of O'Neill, Empey, and Lodnia, right back out there for South Carolina. Lieberman on the point with Sawyer. O'Neill taking it against Cam Darcy. And a little bit of shoves there from Hausinger and Empey. But we talked about before the game the importance, whistle to whistle, playing with an edge, but staying disciplined. And the Stingrays, boy, have they done that. Only 1 penalty all night that they have taken, and it was a questionable one against Benton, Mass. So Lieberman has it behind the South Carolina net, looking up ahead for Lodnia on the left wing. He got it out of the zone. Right side, Moberg getting it deep. Here is Colin Sawyer on his right side. D to D to Lieberman. Feeds it up ice. O'Neill punches it right by the red line. Sent back in. And Lieberman controls it on the left wing. Stretching it for Empey. He advances the puck for Lodnia. Ivan Lodnia cutting to the middle again. Leaves it off for O'Neill. Now it goes back to the left point for Lieberman. He'll walk in. Nick Lieberman, nice move. Shoots and he hit the pipe. Rebound, Lodnia trying to get it to go. Lieberman almost made it 2-0. He beat Johnson, but not the post. Right side, Riley fires it all the way down. Lieberman touches up. It's an icing against the Blades, and you can see the look on Lieberman's face. He knows he was close. What a move there, and then what a shot. Just beat Johnson, and then Lodnia was right there on the doorstep, but Florida's defensemen, they do a good job laying out and blocking shots. And Lodnia was unable to get a second shot on net there. Zamolik controls it behind the Florida net. Going left wing. It's punched ahead by Davis. Leopard goes across for John McDonald. Right wing Leopard skating it over his blue line over the red. Tries to advance it past Chow. He skates it into the Stingray net zone. Chow getting roughed up along the boards by Leopard. And they're going to call that. And now a couple of extra shoves, or it was John McDonald, excuse me, along the boards against Chow, as Leopard was just coming in at the end there. And so it will be sending John McDonald to the box. Oliver Chow has now drawn 2 penalties here tonight. Florida will go to the power play for the second time today. So John McDonald in the box here. 1:03 to go in the second. 2-minute minor to McDonald. 2 minutes for roughing. It was a high hit by McDonald. That's at least how the officials saw it. Happened right along the left boards. And Florida to the power play for the second time today. Pendenza taking the draw against Liebold. Liebold ties up. And the draw goes back. Garrett Hunt on the left wing sending it down, but it's held by Riley at the right point. He'll give it to Pendenza. Right wall, Pendenza to Riley. He'll walk the line. Shoots it low. Here's Davis to Pendenza. Riley, top of the umbrella. Down to Pendenza. Right circle. Back to Riley. One-timer save. Gibson rebound. It sent just wide by Chow. Mitchell Gibson with a good stop. He lost his stick briefly, but it's sent all the way down. And you need your goaltender to be your best penalty killer. It's a cliche, but it's so true. Gibson with a big stop there. Davis skates it in, sends it behind the net. Kim tries to clear it out. Pendenza holds it in right side, brings it ahead. Kim with a good job breaking that up. Liebold gets it forward to Kim. Here's Kim and Liebold 2-on-1. Kim threads the needle with the pass. Liebold gets it right corner, clears it all the way down. Garrett Hunt along the boards, forcing it away from Chow. Gibson will handle the puck behind the South Carolina net. That's going to do it for period number 2. 57 seconds remaining on the John McDonald penalty that will carry over into period number 3. So the Stingrays will have some penalty killing work to do in the third and final period, but good work by the Stingrays through 2 periods. They hold a 1-0 lead on the Everblades, courtesy of Ivan Lodnia, his 3rd goal of the season, a power play tally assisted by Colin Swoyer and Tyson Empey. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Stingrays Hockey on Flow Sports, Mixler, and Caps Radio 24/7. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to break down what went right for the Stingrays and what they'll need to do to pull this one out against the Everblades. It's a big South Division rivalry tilt. We're happy you're here with us on Flow Sports, Mixler, and Caps Radio, and we will see you in just a few minutes.
Attention parents. Looking for a place where your kids can run, play, and explore in a safe environment? Visit Outslide Inn, the best indoor playground. Parents, Outslide Inn is open 7 days a week, and we've got you covered with our cafe. Enjoy a cup of coffee, snacks, or even a glass of beer or wine. Outside Inn offers party rooms, perfect for birthdays and special occasions. It's the ideal spot for creating lasting memories. Grab your kids, bring your socks, and join us at Outside Inn. Visit OutsideInn.com.
Hey Stingray fans, here at Serve Pro, we are happy to support the South Carolina Stingrays and their pursuit of another Kelly Cup. And you know when they have a disaster, they call the experts in fire, water, storm, and mold restoration and cleanup. Call Serve Pro of Greater Northern Charleston and Dorchester County. always faster to any disaster like it never even happened. Go Rays!
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world these days, but one thing I know for sure. My buddy, Dr. Jason Hare, knows a thing or two about missing teeth. See, Jason's a longtime hockey player. He's a former South Carolina Stingray. If you have a missing tooth or missing teeth that are beyond repair, you see my friend Dr. Jason Hare, the highest-rated oral surgeon in the Low Country. Call him today, 767-3310. No referral is ever needed at hareoralsurgery.com. That's H-E-H-R. oralsurgery.com.
Are you losing sleep worrying about market volatility affecting your hard-earned retirement savings? If you're like many investors, I'll bet the answer is yes. But now there are strategies that can help protect your principal when the market goes down while still providing growth when the market goes back up. To start the conversation, call Jason Noble, host of the Clear Picture Financial Hour on WSC at 800-948-1216. 800-948-1216. Advisory services offered through Prime Capital Investment Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor, Overland Park, Kansas.
Your friends at BES Cleaning are here to help you on your next big cleaning project. BES stands out from the crowd by providing exceptional customer service while being at the forefront of data-driven solutions. With customer service being their #1 priority, you will immediately feel a part of the BES family the minute you begin working with them. Learn more about how you can become a part of the BES family by visiting BEScleaning.com. BES, the future of cleaning today.
Did you know that an annual furnace tune-up can help save you money and prevent costly breakdowns during the coldest months of the year? It's true. Call the professionals at ARS Rescue Rooter today for our $69 heating system tune-up special. The expert technicians at ARS will make sure your system is working properly and efficiently. But hurry, this $69 special is for a limited time only. Call now and visit ARS.com for details, terms, and conditions. License number M2842.
Call ARS and Rescue Rooter.
Canine Control Training, proud partner of the South Carolina Stingrays.
Canine Control Training trains dogs of all breeds and sizes. Canine Control offers programs for dogs in need of obedience as well as dogs that need rehab due to severe anxiety or aggression. Canine Control's philosophy is that you should only have to pay for dog training once. Visit caninecontroltraining.com to book a free consultation today.
Canine Control makes my best friend, Kobe, better.
At Carolina Limousine & Coach, our comprehensive fleet has numerous options to ensure groups of any size can be accommodated in absolute comfort. We've moved groups as large as several thousand and those as small as a solo rider heading to the airport. Your group will not only arrive safely, they'll experience the first-class journey we provide. Our expert staff of logistical specialists will work with you any time of day to perfect all your transportation needs for your special day. Visit carolinalimo.com.
Let's go Rays! You've got a friend in the car business.
Silverado, Traverse, Tahoe, Trax, Equinox, and more. Cruise has a new Chevy you've been looking for. Inventory online at cruisechevrolet.com and at Cruise Chevy on River.
Want a career and not just a job in the electrical field? IBEW 776 pays good wages, health insurance, retirement, and a pension. No experience? Our apprentice programs will teach you, and you can earn while you learn. Join the Brotherhood for a career in the electrical field.
Do game day your way. When you sign up for 1 gig internet from Home Telecom for only $99.95 per month, you get ESPN Plus free for 6 months. Stream every big play from any Wi-Fi enabled device, so you'll have front row seats to the action no matter where you are. It's simple. Get 1 gig internet with My Wi-Fi Extreme for just $99.95 per month and get ESPN Plus free for 6 months. Visit homesc.com to learn more. Live life ahead with Home Telecom. Some restrictions apply. See website for details.
In today's world, researching your investments is a must. When it comes to office equipment, choose a name you can trust. Salisbury Business Machines. Serving the Low Country and surrounding areas for over 50 years, Salisbury Business Machines can accommodate your printing, scanning, copying, and document management needs. Call us today at 572-9111. That's Salisbury Business Machines. The U in our name makes you number one. Online at salisbury.com.
At Carolina Limousine and Coach, our comprehensive fleet has numerous options to ensure groups of any size can be accommodated in absolute comfort. We've moved groups as large as several thousand and those as small as a solo rider heading to the airport. Your group will not only arrive safely, they'll experience the first-class journey we provide. Our expert staff of logistical specialists will work with you any time of day to perfect all your transportation needs for your special day. Visit carolinalimo.com.
Discover Palmetto Pump House, Charleston's premier strength training gym located in Park Circle. Our spacious facility is designed for all training disciplines, open 24/7. Enjoy our saunas and cardio sanctuary. Your first workout is free. Come see the difference at Palmetto Pump House. Your pump awaits.
When your community and nation need you, will you answer the call? It's the question that's been asked of South Carolinians for generations. When the worst flood in 1,000 years wreaked havoc on the lives and homes of our neighbors, we stood ready. When hurricanes battered our coastlines, we stood ready. Now, we're looking for the next generation. South Carolinians ready to step up and help our state and nation. Will you answer the call? Visit nationalguard.com/SC.
Attention fashion enthusiasts and free spirits alike. Are you ready to embark on a journey of self-expression, positivity, and meaningful connections? Look no further than Soul Pilgrim, where happiness meets style. We believe in the power of living your own story, surrounded by positivity and genuine connections. Picture yourself in our uniquely designed apparel, each piece designed to make you smile and wonder. Our designs are not just fabric and thread, they're stories waiting to be told. Visit our website today at soulpilgrim.com.
Beat the buzzer with healthy smiles. Coastal Kids Dental and Braces is a proud sponsor of the South Carolina Stingrays, and we're here to help you stick with healthy smiles this hockey season and beyond. We have 10 convenient Charleston area locations to serve all our Stingray fans. Plus, we're open on Saturdays. Schedule an appointment with Coastal Kids today for your pediatric dental and orthodontic needs. Let's celebrate smiles and this season's Stingray wins together.
Canine Control Training, proud partner of the South Carolina Stingrays.
Canine Control Training trains dogs of all breeds and sizes. Canine Control offers programs for dogs in need of obedience as well as dogs that need rehab due to severe anxiety or aggression. Canine Control's philosophy is that you should only have to pay for dog training once. Visit caninecontroltraining.com to book a free consultation today.
Canine Control makes my best friend, Kobe, better.
Hey Stingray fans, here at Serve Pro, we are happy to support the South Carolina Stingrays and their pursuit of another Kelly Cup. And you know when they have a disaster, they call the experts in fire, water, storm, and mold restoration and cleanup. Call Serve Pro of Greater Northern Charleston and Dorchester County. Always faster to any disaster like it never even happened. Go Rays!
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world these days, but one thing I know for sure. My buddy, Dr. Jason Hare, knows a thing or two about missing teeth. See, Jason's a longtime hockey player. He's a former South Carolina Stingray. If you have a missing tooth or missing teeth that are beyond repair, you see my friend Dr. Jason Hare, the highest-rated oral surgeon in the Low Country. Call him today, 767-3310. No referral is ever needed at hareoralsurgery.com. That's H-E-H-R. oralsurgery.com.
In today's world, researching your investments is a must. When it comes to office equipment, choose a name you can trust. Salisbury Business Machines. Serving the Low Country and surrounding areas for over 50 years, Salisbury Business Machines can accommodate your printing, scanning, copying, and document management needs. Call us today at 572-9111. That's Salisbury Business Machines. The U in our name makes you number one. Online at salisbury.com.
Welcome back here to the North Charleston Coliseum. It's a 1-0 South Carolina Stingrays lead over the Florida Everblades. The lone scorer, Ivan Lodnia, scoring on the power play late in the second period at the 16:01 mark, his third goal of the year. And it came on a man advantage where the Stingrays are 1 for 4 here tonight. So Lodnia has the difference-making goal right now. Cam Johnson in the pipes for the Everblades. He stopped 17 of 18 through 2 periods. Mitchell Gibson for South Carolina has been perfect. He stopped all 11 shots that he has faced. We're going to send it over to the ECHL Plays of the Week. When we come back, we'll have the third period between the Stingrays and the Everblades.
Hello, hockey fans. Welcome to another edition of the ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm Mike Kelly of the Florida Everblades. We have another week of super plays across the Premier AA Hockey League. While the Kansas City Chiefs were winning another Super Bowl, the Kansas City Mavericks sit on top of the ECHL standings thanks to an 8-game point streak. Kansas City hosted the Fort Wayne Comets on Wednesday for their only meeting of the season. With the Mavericks trailing 2-0 in the second period, Kansas City forward Jeremy McKenna broke through with a power play goal, sparking the Mavericks' comeback.
Back up top, Andreev steps in, and now McKenna, Andreev again, looking, pump fakes, drifts down to the near circle, back up top, McKenna walks in, his shot, he scores! Jeremy McKenna, a power play goal after a nice setup from Andreev. He cuts the lead in half, it's 2-1.
Since being assigned from the AHL on January the 10th, McKenna ranks number 2 in the ECHL in points scored with 21. That was Joe Benson on the call on the Mavericks Hockey Network. Last week, the Wheeling Nailers tied their team record by winning 12 consecutive games with a sweep of the Reading Royals. On Friday night, Justin Adamo extended the streak to 11. Here's the call from DJ Abasella on the Nailers Broadcast Network.
But Adamo snatches it back, coming in right side, goes to goal, he scores! 11 in a row! Justin Adamo, for the second time this year, the overtime winner as the Nailers beat the Royals 2-1, and the streak continues.
The Indy Fuel are surging with 4 straight wins. A big reason is forward Cam Hillis, who tallied 4 goals and 2 assists in a 3-game weekend sweep of the Atlanta Gladiators. His shorthanded tally in the weekend's first game broke open a 5-1 Fuel victory.
They'll send it further down the boards. Pearson looks to center for Miller, the bumper, but Andrew Ballant got his stick in there, backhands it out. Now Cam Hillis skates on the loose puck. He has a shorthanded breakaway, and he scores! What a play by Andrew Ballant to force the puck free, and he just sent an area pass into the attacking zone, and Cam Hillis turned on the Jets, beat the D, skated onto the puck, and rifled it past David Skrigal's, a shorthanded goal.
That was Andrew Smith on the Fuel Broadcast Network. Hillis would add 2 goals and an assist in a 6-4 victory the next night, then add another goal in a 4-3 shootout win on Saturday. Hillis now has 21 points in 17 games since the calendar flipped to 2024. Wichita hosted Fort Wayne last week for the first time since 2017. On Saturday night, in front of a lower bowl sellout, the Thunder jumped ahead 3-1 for the second straight night against the Comets. This goal from Mitchell Russell was a thing of beauty. Here's the call from Jason Mells on the Thunder Radio Network.
Dickman trying to get that over to Mitch Russell across the ice surface. Jay able to get to a loose puck. He's got a man near the net. What a play! Bates to Russell. He scores! And it's 2-1 Wichita!
Heartlanders forward Gavin Hayne has made an immediate impact since returning to Iowa from the American Hockey League. Hayne scored a first-period goal Friday, getting Iowa off on the right foot in a victory against Cincinnati.
He's not the kind of player, Gavin Hayne, that needs to score 2 times a game to make an impact. Look at him there, winning a puck battle. Jornbach, Gavin Hayne, he scores! That was creative. Iowa leads 1-0.
He doesn't have to score, but it's nice when he does, and he does right there, and what a great play. He sets it up with a physical play, and then just a tremendous bit of playmaking there at the net front.
David Fine and Chris Peters with the call on Mediacom MC22. The Maine Mariners pulled off another incredible comeback on the road this past Friday in Worcester. Down 4-1 in the third period, the Mariners stormed back with 3 goals in the final 12 minutes and 54 seconds of regulation, forcing the game into overtime. Less than halfway through the sudden death session, defenseman Ryan Mass got loose on a breakaway and did this.
Cosgrove winding it up again for the Railers, off for Jenkins on the right wing side. Mass pushing him along the boards. It's broken up, and now Ryan Mast will have a breakaway. Game on his stick. Ryan Mast, stop, rebound, scores! Ryan Mast in overtime. The Mariners come back from down 3 and stun the Railers at DCU.
That call comes from Michael Keeley on the Mariners broadcast network. It was the 3rd time this season that Maine erased a 3-goal deficit to win on the road. In the South Division, the Orlando Solar Bears opened up a 3-game series with the Worcester Railers on Monday night. Veteran forward Derek Angeli scored 2 goals in the game, including this third-period goal, giving the Solar Bears a 3-2 win at Kia Center.
Jamming on the brakes, Quinn Levan coughed it up to Fry, right corner, centered, Angeli scores! Derek Angeli with his 2nd goal of the game puts Orlando back out front at 9:39 of the third period. It's 3-2.
That was Joey Bottano on the Orlando Solar Bears Hockey Network.
And we're going to send it back to the action on the ice here. Thank you to Mike Kelly, the voice of the Florida Everblades, taking us through the ECHL plays of the week from last week. But right now, Florida, 57 seconds of power play time coming into this third period as John McDonald was called for holding with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining in the second period. And that's tough to lose John McDonald. He's one of the top penalty killers for the Stingrays. And on the Benton Mass penalty in midway through the second period, McDonald had a couple of big blocks. So it'll be tough not having him, but only 57 seconds remaining that the Rays have to kill off here. So Ryan Liebold and Garrett Hunt, they know their role. A large part of it is to kill penalties, and they will step up to play up front. Right now, Benton Mass playing on the back end with Michael Kim. Liebold against Sendin in the face-off circle, and Liebold gets a big face-off win. He wins it back behind Gibson. Kim is on it, and he will slap it the length of the rink. So just right there on that face-off win and clear, the Rays kill off 10 seconds on the penalty to McDonald. Just 40 seconds to go in the Florida power play. It's brought up the right wing into the South Carolina zone. Left side, Kim got knocked down. Josling behind the South Carolina net, feeds it to the side. Sendin on the left wing, gives it to Josling. He's the Everblades leader in power play goals with 4 this season. He sends it down low to Darcy. Back to Josling, right on the wall. To Steos. Right side, Lambden. Top of the circle, he shoots, blocked by Kim, and it's out of the zone, and they see it. So blocking shots. Rays have done that in both their penalty kills here so far. Michael Kim with a big block, and it ricocheted just outside the zone. Magera against Pendenza once again. It's been a matchup we've seen quite a lot here today. Pendenza wins it back to Ewens. Feeds it around the boards. Lieberman on the left wing, trying to go ahead for Evans. Magera in his own corner, trying to send it around. Austin Magera off the back of Johnny Evans, who finds it, backhands it down on Johnson, who kicks it away. Ewens skates it out for Florida. To the left for Pendenza. He skates it into the Stingrays zone. Lieberman behind the net. Chow steals it for the Everblades, works it behind Pendenza in the left corner. Trying to cycle it. Adams up the right wing. Lieberman lobs it out. And Magera touching it. It is just inside the Florida zone, so it's going to be an offside against the Stingrays. Face-off coming outside the Everblades zone as the Rays are 2 for 2 now on the penalty kill. They get that all-important PK, and discipline here in the third period going to be paramount if the Stingrays want to hold on to their 1-0 lead right now. Moberg looking up the right side for Newber. Magera on it, sending it down to the right. And Bryce Montgomery going into the corner with it. Evans getting it deep. Good job by Evans. He took a high hit, but didn't succumb to the chippiness of the Everblades. As Michael Kim controls it behind the South Carolina net. Makes a nice pivot, feeds it to the right wing for Adams. He littles it down into the Florida zone. Sambrook across for Nas. Go ahead to Brett Davis. Gets it deep in the right wing corner. Davis had the game-winning goal last night for the Everblades. Stingrays have held him in check so far here tonight. Lambden up the right wing, give and go with Josling. Landon, a backhand across. Here's a backhand on Gibson by Sendin, and Mitchell Gibson hangs on to it. Makes his 14th stop of the night, as he has done everything he has needed to this point in the game. The face-off will come to his right. Kevin O'Neill will step out to take it. And taking the draw for the Everblades, Sendin against O'Neill. Lodnia going to the side for Empey. Here's Lodnia right behind the red line, gets it deep in the Florida zone. Johnson leaves it for Riley. Left side, Lambden backhands it through. Here's Sendin up ahead. Left wing, he'll circle the cage. Wraparound, Gibson tight to the post. And he denies Sendin and gloves it down for the whistle. Here with 16:56 to go in the third period. Mitchell Gibson, calm, cool, and collected in the pipes. Just like Coach Kotick expected him to be. He's gone toe-to-toe with Cam Johnson here tonight. Left wing, McDonald chips it out of the zone. Right side, Moberg controls down in the Florida zone. Looking up ice for Chow. Empey steals it for the Rays. Up the left wing. Mass in the right wing corner. Mass up the right side, leaving it off for Lodnia. He works it around the boards. McDonald pinching in. O'Neill skates out with it. O'Neill trying to send it down low. Right side, Santurno. Forced to the wall by Mass. O'Neill in his own left corner. Lost it to Pendenza momentarily. Lodnia picked it up on the right wing, went across to McDonald. John McDonald into the Everblades zone, protecting the puck. Right by the wall, took a hit from Nas. But McDonald got it around the boards. It goes all the way into the Rays zone. Montgomery picks it up. And the officials are thinking about a too many men call against the Rays. Kiley trying to argue it. And Cameron Kiley was trying to argue the too many men call. They whistled the play dead. The Stingrays were changing right as the puck was down in the Florida zone. And I think Coach Kotick arguing it as well. I don't know what they were saying there. Face-off coming down, and yeah, there's nobody headed towards the box now. I don't know what they were. I think now they're arguing it was just the face-off being moved down into the Rays zone. So no penalty, but I'm not really sure why they moved the draw down into the Stingray zone to the left of Gibson. It was something that happened behind the play. And now they're moving it back. So whatever Kylie said, the officials seem to get the point. And Kylie taking the draw now just outside the Stingray zone with Leopard on his right, Liebold on his left. Montgomery and Kim the defenseman. Was confused with what exactly happened there, to be honest with you. But they move the face-off back. Liebold chasing it in the Everblades zone. Sent to the left wing for Steos. Kylie right side. Leopard got it, went back for Kim. Fires it behind the Florida net. Nas gets it up ahead. And it's brought in by Darcy. Gibson taps it for Kim. To the right side, Montgomery feeding Empey on the wing. Goes for Liebold. Gets it deep behind Gibson. Here is Ewens on the right side. Magera with a nice hit. Gets it free for Leopard. Leopard on his back end. Johnson doing the splits. Leopard was trying to dig it out, but Johnson corralled it. That whistle blown quickly. Austin Magera, great job on the forecheck. Forcing that turnover. And Leopard tenacious on the forecheck. He's played hard, whistle to whistle here tonight. And right now the Stingrays, they'll go back to their top line. Magera, Evans, Adams. You could make a case that that's the top line. You could make a case that the O'Neill line is the top line. Both have been clicking here tonight. Here's Sawyer, right point. Adams behind the net, looking for Magera. He's in the right corner. Back to Sawyer at the point. Lieberman left point. Holding, getting it down low past Evans into the corner. Jack Adams on it on the left side. Here's Evans, turnaround shot, sticked away by Johnson. Sawyer pinching into the right side, sending it towards the goal. It's steered wide behind the net. Adams gets it, sends it over to Sawyer. Back to Adams behind the net. Adams in the left corner, out to Lieberman left point. He'll shoot, sticked away by Ewens. And left side Lambden lost it to Adams. He gets it deep. Behind the Florida net, Riley gives it to Zach Ewens. He tries to stretch past Lieberman, intercepted it, and fired it back to the Florida zone. The Stingrays will change all 5 skaters. The Everblades trying to get a quick stretch pass while the Stingrays were changing. But O'Neill steered it away from Lambden. Gibson blockered that puck away, out of play. And that'll take us to our first media timeout. You're listening to South Carolina Stingrays hockey on Flow Sports, Mixler, and Caps Radio 24/7. The Stingrays with a 1-0 lead on the Everblades with 13:45 remaining in the third period.
There's only one place to experience history in action like you will at Patriots Point. Climb aboard the USS Yorktown, command the crew, and take the helm. Marvel at her magnificent warbirds. Experience the highly decorated USS Laffey World War II destroyer. Plus, there's the immersive Vietnam experience. Every ticket gives you access to experience all this and more. Ship out with your crew to Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum, where history comes alive and heroes' stories echo through time.
Do game day your way. When you sign up for 1 gig internet from Home Telecom for only $99.95 per month, you get ESPN Plus free for 6 months. Stream every big play from any Wi-Fi enabled device, so you'll have front row seats to the action no matter where you are.
Face-off now coming to the right of Mitchell Gibson. 13:45 remaining in the third. Stingrays with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Ivan Lodnia. His third goal of the year, assisted by Cameron Kiley and Colin Sawyer. Right side, O'Neill tries to win it back. Benton Mass on the wing. Bring it forward for Empey. Lodnia tries to bring it to the side, and he'll swing back with it. Lodnia on the right wing. Nice little escape move. He'll advance it past the blue line, past the red. Here's Lodnia into the Florida zone. Dropping back with it. Lodnia got knocked down, but he got it for Empey. Empey wraps around the cage. In front, Mass, the shot, he scores! Benton Mass, 2-0 Stingrays. And how about that celly, too? Mass Mass with a one-timer from the top of the right circle. It's his 6th goal of the year, and the Stingrays have doubled their lead. You can see there, it's Tyson Empey from behind the net, giving it to Benton Mass. The two are roommates, and they connect there for a pivotal second Stingrays goal to give South Carolina some breathing room. It'll be Mass from Empey with 13:17 to go, and here the Stingrays are looking for more as O'Neill brings it in. Sandbrook right wing for Darcy. He skates it into the Stingray zone. Darcy came sliding down, and they're going to call it. Kim getting bear hugged by Steos, and we got a full Donnybrook here on the right side. All 5 guys have each other in headlocks. And Michael Kim had a hit along the side that Ethan Steos didn't like. He headlocks Kim from behind. And these two teams, no love lost. You can see there, Steos jumping on Kim's back. And then all 5 guys getting into it. Sandbrook is grabbing there, and Michael Kim for the initial hit here. You can see here he was charging in. He got Darcy. But Darcy was kind of turtled up, so as Empey tried to hit on Darcy, Kim was just coming in to finish his check, and Darcy was already kind of low to the ice. Certainly not malicious by Kim. I can understand why it'd be taken that way, but Kim, look, at that point he's just lining him up, and Darcy is kind of crouched down when he catches him. So Kim is in the box, but Steos is also in the box for the retaliation. So we'll look and see. This should be matching penalties. Kim and Steos for roughing both of them. We haven't had the official signal, but right now, 1 player in the box for South Carolina, 1 in the box for Florida. And like I said, I understand why Steos is coming in to protect his teammate there with the way that Darcy went down, but Michael Kim's certainly not a dirty player by any means, and I think he was trying to line him up for a clean hit to separate him from the puck, and Darcy was just kind of down. But we're playing 4-on-4 here, matching roughing penalties to Kim and Steos. So we'll be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes with 12:48 to go in the 3rd period. Stretch pass up ahead. Here's Sendin in alone to the forehand, and he scores. Mark Sendin, 4-on-4. He gets that one to go. And Florida is pulled within 1. For Sendin, it's his 8th of the year as he charged up the right wing, was patient against Gibson, beat him 5-hole. And the Stingrays once again lead by just 1 goal. So Steos and Kim will remain in the box for their matching roughing penalties. But we continue to play 4-on-4 as the Everblades have pulled within 1. 2-1 Stingrays, 12:32 to go in the 3rd period. Oliver Chow on the left wing. Mass forcing him wide. Mass with another clean hit on Chow. And it leads to Adams, bring it up the right wing. Adams looking in front for Mass. Gets taken here. The Everblades have numbers in transition. Here's Chow up the right wing, leaving it back for Pendenza. Right side Pendenza. Looks back to the point. Zamolik has it there. Left point Zamolik. Skates in, shoots, gets blocked by John McDonald. Who else? He's had a couple big blocks here tonight. McDonald, Kim, Mass, they've all been laying it out, blocking shots. But John McDonald in particular, he's had a really solid defensive game here today. Mass controlling the puck behind the Stingray net. Goes right side for Swoyer. He'll get it forward. O'Neill right along the right wing, lost control And Zamola controls it on the back end, gives it to Moberg. Right wing Moberg across for Josling. Sean Josling into the Stingrays zone, forced wide by Sawyer. Lieberman going to force him to the left boards now. Right point Moberg shoots it in. Sawyer behind his net. Just 13 seconds remaining in the matching penalties to Kim and Steos. Both of them defensemen. Lieberman going up right wing, looking for Evans. Picked off by Lieberman. Here's O'Neill giving to Lieberman on the right side in the Florida zone. Lieberman goes around the boards to McDonald. Kim is out of the box, as is Steos. Puck behind the Florida net. O'Neill battling with Hausinger. The Everblades headman it up ice. Here is Zach Ewens into the Stingray zone. Shoots wide. Leopard gets the rebound on the left boards. Gives it to Lieberman behind the net. And now McDonald in his own left corner will go cross ice to O'Neill. Leopard up the left wing. Over the red line, over the blue. Leopard charging in on his backhand. Absorbs the hit nicely. And Leopard got that in. He had a nice little reverse hit there on Cam Hausinger. 10:22 to go in the third period. It's a 2-1 South Carolina lead. Here's Hausinger. Right in front of the red line. Gets it deep behind Gibson. And rolls all the way around the boards. Bryce Montgomery will bring it up the right wing. Montgomery into the Florida zone. Goes around the boards. Here's Liebold left wing. Montgomery behind the net. Holds it in the left corner. Montgomery looking to center. Now here's Liebold behind. Working it around the boards for Leopard. Right corner, it's Leopard. Has it poked off his stick. Davis brings it ahead for the Blades. Good stick by Kiley to take it away and just get it deep. That's a little simple play by Cameron Kiley, but it's a big one. It broke up a Florida rush. Here's Empey stealing it in the high slot. Backhand to the right wing. He was looking for Montgomery, rather. Gets it right side for Empey. Empey dodged the hit from Sambrook. He's in working against Pendenza. Right side, Moberg clears it out. A late penalty here against the Rays. Sambrook got hit. And Ryan Liebold headed to the box. Came on that play against Sambrook down in the right wing corner. And Florida down a goal. They're going to have a power play and a chance to tie it. So Ryan Liebold, 2 minutes for, it's either cross-checking or roughing in the corner. Sambrook kind of sold it with the way he fell. Here we'll get another look at it. Empey absorbs it nicely, then it's down, and Liebold late. Yep. Cross-checking against Liebold. That's pretty accurate. So Austin Magera will take the draw for the Rays to the right of Gibson. Magera against Pendenza. That's been the battle in the face-off circle quite a lot. Here's a big draw for Magera, the rookie, against Pendenza, the veteran. Top guys all out there for Florida. Davis, Pendenza, and now Pendenza getting thrown out of the circle, so it would be Magera against Davis, who's out there with Pendenza, Santurno, Chow, and Riley. Magera, Mass, Hunt, and McDonald, the penalty killers for the Rays. Here's Riley, right point. Getting it down low. Pendenza on the right wing. Back for Riley. He holds it at the point, gives to Pendenza. Right side, out to Riley, top of the umbrella. He gives it left side. Davis shoots. Gibson makes the save. Davis scored from that spot last night. Mitchell Gibson stayed tight to the post and made sure Davis didn't get a scoring opportunity there. Another big face-off here to the right of Gibson. It'll be Magera against Pendenza this time. Magera ties up, is able to get it behind the Stingray net. Santurno almost controlled it there. Hunt located it and sent it down the ice. Good play by Garrett Hunt, making it happen with that clear. Minute 25 to go in the third period. Rays still with a 2-1 lead and 1:20 to go in the penalty against Ryan Liebold for cross-checking. Riley, right point, walks the line. They'll look for it low. Kim got tangled up with Chow along the side there. Kim poked it away from Santurno. Chow gets it in the right wing corner for Florida. Chow behind the Stingray net. Backhands it over to the left side. Davis with a give and go with Riley. He shoots. It's blocked by Sawyer, and it goes out of play. So the Stingrays are keyed in on that shot from the left side by Davis. They're not going to let what happened last night happen again. As the only power play goal Florida has scored all weekend came off the stick of Brett Davis. It was a game winner last night to make it 2-1. Ended up in a 4-1 final, but other than that one play by Davis, the Stingrays have locked it in on the penalty kill. They've been perfect the rest of the weekend. And every single player out on that ice has been willing to lay it out and block shots. Big face-off here. O'Neill ties up, wins the draw against Darcy. Left side empty. Has 2 Everblades on him. 47 seconds to go in the Leibold penalty. And O'Neill got it forward. O'Neill and Empey out there. Empey, a guy that Coach Kotick said he wanted to work into the penalty kill rotation. And he had his chance right there with Leibold, one of the main penalty killers in the box. Josling drops it off for Darcy. Over to Staios, back to Darcy. Right circle, Darcy moves in, drops it off for Lambden. He goes cross ice for Staios. Left wing, Staios moves in. Down for Darcy. Staios on the left side. 17 seconds to go in Leibold's penalty. Staios behind his back looking for Josling. Magera did a good job making sure that puck got out of the zone. Lambden bigs it right back in. Logan Lambden peeling back. 4 seconds to go in the Leibold penalty. Josling on the left wall, back for Staios. Here's Josling across. Lambden on the right side, penalty's over. Lambden cross ice. Josling couldn't corral the pass, and Magera brings it up ice. The Rays have numbers if they hurry. Here's Magera and Leibold. Magera saucer to Leibold, and he couldn't get it on goal. Leibold sends it down low behind for Adams. Adams got rid of that puck too quickly, and it's intercepted by Staios. He will lob it all the way down the ice. It's controlled by John McDonald. He'll skate it up ice. We're down to 6:54. Going to third period. Pass down low. McDonald taking some shoves in front of the net. But now, discipline will be paramount for the Stingrays as they are 3 for 3 on the penalty kill here tonight. They were 1 for 4 on the penalty kill last night against Florida. And so they will need to stay out of the box for the rest of the game. That is going to be key, especially in a 1-goal game like this. Kiley against Davis in the circle. Face off to the left of Johnson. And the Blades win it back. Moberg behind the Florida net. Goes up the right wing. Cole Moberg gets it on Gibson. He'll glove it down and steer it over to Lieberman. He will get it up ice. Moberg is on it. Now they're going to say he high-sticked it, so as soon as he controlled possession of the puck, they're going to whistle it dead. Face-off will come to the right of Cam Johnson. So a little bit of line shuffling here in the late game situation. Johnny Evans, who started with Magera and Adams, will now be with Kiley and Adams. That could be to give Magera a breather, who just did a bunch of dirty work there on that penalty kill. So Kiley, Evans, Adams up front. Lieberman and Swoyer on the back end. Kiley against Davis. Davis wins it back for Florida. Riley will control it behind the Everblades net. Will Riley on an AHL deal with the Charlotte Checkers. He leaves it for Zach Ewens, who's on an NHL deal with the Florida Panthers. Left side, Evans got it deep. Ewens skates it ahead for the Blades into the Stingray zone. Ewens, left wing, slams on the brakes. Gets knocked down by Swoyer. Right side, Adams to Evans, who gives to Lieberman. Left side, he moves it forward. It's taken by Hausinger. Cam Hausinger into the Stingray zone. Left wing, he has it behind the net. Montgomery forces him to the boards. And a good hit by Bryce Montgomery on Hausinger. Empey, great cross-ice feed to Adams. He'll thread the needle with the pass. He gets poked out of the zone. Empey is on it, and he backhands it down ice. A late hit there by Hausinger. Good job by Empey not retaliating. Lambden tried to thread the needle with the pass. Lodnia picks it off, gives it to Empey on the left wing. He brings it into the Florida zone. 20 against 20. Chow lays a hit on Empey. Left wing, Santurno trying to go off the boards deep. Santurno passes it forward to Penzenza. Bounces just outside of the zone. Chow on the right wing, looking to go back. Oliver Chow swinging back into the Everblades zone. Leaves it for Riley. He will skate up the right wing. Pass for Chow on the wing. Liebold broke it up. Here's Ryan Liebold. He's got some daylight on the left wing. Liebold swings back. Just makes a simple play. Sends it around the boards. Mass is on it there on the right wall. Holds it in the corner. Benton Mass has some help for Liebold on his right, and he'll give it to him. Liebold out to the point. Ladnia quickly across McDonald to the slot. Here's Kiley, a shot glove by Johnson. Rebounds there. Kiley looking for it, as is Liebold, but Johnson sticks the pads together and freezes it for the whistle here with 4:30 to go in the third period. The Stingrays with a 2-1 lead, but credit to them. They are not playing on their heels. They are out here playing to win. We have immediate timeout, our final of the third period. 4:30 to go in the final frame. Stingrays with a 2-1 lead over their arch rival, the Everblades. We'll be back in less than a minute.
All the signs say it's time for a vacation. Spirit has destinations through the U.S., Caribbean, and Central and South America, with nonstop service from Charleston to Las Vegas. For the best value in the sky, download the app or visit spirit.com. In a world where the only constant is change, it is our people who will ensure our future. Resonac Graphite America in Ridgeville, South Carolina has been the world's largest graphite electrode manufacturer since 1988, and we are committed to creating a workplace and community where our employees and their loved ones choose to be a part of our family. We are Graphite. We are Low Country. We are Resonac. Go Stingrays!
Face off here to the right of Cam Johnson. Liebold getting his bucket looked at so he can go out there and take the draw. Linesman Blake Butler helping Liebold fix up his helmet so he can take this offensive zone face-off here. It'll be Liebold with Cameron Kiley to his left, Jackson Leopard to his right, Lieberman and Swoyer the defenseman. Liebold against Sendin, who has the Florida goal. Liebold wins it back for Kiley. He has it left wing. Sends it around the boards. Moberg controls it in the left wing corner, looking up ice for Lambden. Fired down by Kiley. Right side Zamolik. Works it around for Moberg. He controls it behind the Florida net. Cole Moberg leaves it for Josling. 4:06 to go in the third period. Good stick by Kiley in neutral ice. He's had a good game. He had the primary assist on the Ladnia goal back in the second period. And he's made a couple of good plays on the defensive side. Here's a pass ahead for Leopard. He's got Lieberman with him. Leopard holds it, goes around the net. Tried to backhand it in front, got broken up. Liebold sent it low. Kiley trying to work it down for Liebold. Swoyer on the right wing. 3:36 to go in the third. It's Liebold getting it ahead for Lieberman. He gains the blue line. Nick Lieberman. Pass across to McGarrett. He shoots. It's blocked by Riley. Here is Lambden, right side, stretching it cross ice for Santurno. He cuts to the middle, shoots, and a glove save by Gibson. Mitchell Gibson, one of his best stops of the night there to keep this a one-goal South Carolina lead. And that's a good candidate for your Spirit save of the game for the best value of the sky. Download the Spirit app or visit spirit.com. Mitchell Gibson, one of his best stops of the game there. Glove save, snaring it against Santurno, who is out there with the top line for Florida right now, along with Pendenza and Chow. Adams with a good self-chip off the sideboards. It's collected on the right side by Mass. He gives it to Adams, who sends it around looking for Mass behind the Florida net. Zamolik looking up the left wing. Chow gets it on the side. Oliver Chow moving past the red line and into the Stingray zone. Chow got tripped up there. No call. And Rays might have gotten away with one there. McGarrett ran into Riley. Lost his bucket. He will go to the bench. O'Neal will step out for him. Good hit by Benton Mass, but holding on to it is Santurno. Cutting to the net. Save Gibson. Rebounds there. Gibson hangs on to it, and Benton Mass dropped Santurno at the end of that play. It was all clean there, though. Mass protecting his netminder. He wasn't going to allow Santurno to take any couple of digs. And that's part of the way Coach Kotick worded things in his pregame interview. He said, when somebody does something or takes liberties on a teammate, we should respond accordingly. And just knowing how to walk that line between playing with an edge but not getting in penalty trouble. Benton Mass was fully within right to take a whack at Santurno there for taking an extra jab at his goalie. And here's a shot right off the draw by Lambden. It's saved. Rebound goes just to the side. Here are the Everblades pressuring right side. Moberg, a shot and a save by Gibson. Mitchell Gibson. Scratch what I just said. That is probably his best stop of the night. Robbing Cole Moberg as he stays tight to his post, and he snares it with the glove. Let's take another look at this here. It caroms to the side. Moberg charging the far post, and Gibson flashing the leather, a windmill save, and he gets it to go. Gibson keeping the lead here as the Blades tie up on the draw. It goes to the right side. Steos is on it. Montgomery on the left wing for the Rays, looking to work it behind. Steos trying to jar it free. He went tumbling into the boards. And the officials had their arms up after Steos went into the board, so Florida might be getting another power play here. And so Kevin O'Neill will be heading to the box for that hit on Steos. Ladnia signaling to the Florida bench that that was a flop. And here, let's get another look at O'Neill. Yep. Steos sold that for sure. And O'Neill not happy that he got called for that. I mean, he did turn around at the last second, and it looked like a bad hit from behind, but O'Neill just trying to bump Steos off the puck. And Steos basically hurled himself into the boards. But nonetheless, the Rays facing their greatest test here. They'll have to kill off another Everblades power play. It's Florida's fourth of the night. Liebold was going to take it against Darcy. Now Garrett Hunt will step into the circle. Liebold and Hunt, as they so often have, are tasked as the first penalty killing forwards. Riley gets it right point, walks it across. Riley top of the umbrella to Jostling. Back to Riley. Right side, Pendenza gets it low. Chow back to Pendenza, right wall. Riley top of the point. He skates in. Pendenza, one-timer save Gibson. Rebound steered wide. Mass is on it. Tries to backhand it out. Riley held it in, but on the second effort, the Rays get it to center. Left side, Santurno. Leaves it for Jostling. He holds it on the left wall. Florida net empty. It's 6-on-4. Right side, Pendenza looking to get it low. Kim on it, sends it off the boards and out. Here's Liebold. He's got an open net. Liebold up the left wing. Shoots and he ends it. There's the dagger. Ryan Liebold makes it a 3-1 lead for the Stingrays. Kim made it happen with that clear. It went off the boards, and Liebold using his speed to go after it and deposit it into the open net. And now Florida complaining about it to the refs. But the Stingrays, they take a 3-1 lead. Shouldn't say dagger quite yet, though, because still a minute 20 to go in the third. And Darcy, for all his complaining, is going to go to the box for unsportsmanlike conduct. So the Stingrays, with a 3-1 lead, And now that O'Neill penalty, he had 1:11 seconds remaining on his penalty. Looked like they were going to put Darcy in the box for unsportsmanlike conduct. Now Davis is headed to the box. He is likely serving the unsportsmanlike to Darcy, who is headed to the dressing room. But Florida caught a big break with O'Neill being in the box in the first place, and they're still complaining. Right side, Sendin trying to bring it into the Rays zone, leaves it back for Sandbrook. He goes across to Zamolik. Left side, he shoots, save Gibson. Lambton has it in the corner. We're 4-on-4 here. Johnson's back in his net. Mass controls it behind the Stingray net, and here at the end of this game, expect the Everblades to get chippy as they often do. 1 minute remaining in the period. It's a 3-1 Stingray lead. It's brought out by Zamolik. Lambton lining up for a slap shot. Gibson kicks it to the side. Michael Kim on the right side plays catch with Benton Mass. Kim in his own right wing corner goes behind for Mass, and he will hold it in the left corner. Up ahead for Empey. He will skate it out. Back for Mass. He sends it behind. Kim to Mass. They'll just play catch and bleed the clock. 22 seconds and 21. Right side, it's Ryan Liebold. Or it's Tyson Empey, rather. He will take the hit. Liebold just scored the goal. Penalty coming against the Stingrays. Johnson going to the bench with 7 seconds and 6. A backhand attempt saved by Gibson. 3 seconds and 2. And they will blow the whistle dead there. As the Rays have touched up, it's a delayed penalty against South Carolina, but there's just 1 second, so it doesn't matter at all. They'll drop the puck, and then it'll be game over. So it occurred against Tyson Empey for that play along the right wing boards. Empey will go to the box, but it doesn't matter one bit because the Rays have a 2-goal lead, and they are going to get their 3rd win against Florida this year. Empey's roughing penalty coming as Empey led the team with 105 penalty minutes this year. This will get him up to 107, but I'm sure he won't mind one bit. As the Rays delivering a statement win, they'll take back the season series lead against the Everblades. This will be their 3rd win to Florida's 2. And off the draw, Liebold wins it, and that's going to do it. Mitchell Gibson firing up the crowd and waving goodbye to the Everblades as they fall to the Stingrays here today at the North Charleston Coliseum. The home crowd of 4,532 will go home happy. To recap how things went in the game, it was a tight one up until 16:01 into the second period. Ivan Latnia breaking through on the power play. His 3rd goal of the year. Assisted by Cameron Kiley and Colin Sawyer. That made it 1-0 Stingrays. Then Benton Mass gave the Stingrays an all-important 2-goal lead. His 6th goal of the year. Assisted by Tyson Empey and Ivan Latnia. Empey and Mass are roommates, and Empey made it happen there behind the net, feeding it out to Mass, who let go his signature one-timer from the top of the right circle. His one-timer, lethal from anywhere. Benton Mass getting his 6th of the year. It turned out to be the game winner because in a 4-on-4 situation with Michael Kim and Nathan Steos in the box for matching roughing minors, Mark Sendin went in on a full breakaway rather, and slipped one through the 5-hole of Mitchell Gibson. Zach Ewens and Will Riley picking up the assist for Florida on Sendin's 8th goal of the year, and it would be a tight one until the end. Then with the Stingrays shorthanded, down 6-on-4, Michael Kim would grab the puck in the left corner and send it off the boards. Ryan Liebold would charge after it and get the empty netter for his 9th of the year to give the Stingrays the 3-1 victory. And that'll be your final. We will send it over to public address announcer Shane Griffin now for your 3 stars of the game.
All right, fans, come down to the 3 stars of the game presented by Gilby and the Rays. A winner tonight, final score 3-1, and improved to 30-17 on the year with 63 points. Time down for the 3 stars. We'll start with star number 3. He scored a goal in the contest tonight, number 29, Ivan. His 3rd goal of the season for the Stingrays in the victory. The 2nd star tonight, a D by his name in the Pittsburgh, but he scored a goal tonight. Number 18, the Stingrays assistant captain, his 6th goal of the season. And fans, the number 1 star, 26, big save. Number 34, Mitchell with the victory today. His team needing 16th victory of the year. Mitchell Gibson 16-8 on the season that lowers his goals against average, which was 2.35 coming into the game. Thanks so much for coming out today and supporting Stingrays hockey. We'll see you back here Wednesday morning if you can. Education Day, 10:30, Buckle Drop. Doors open at 9:30 as the Rays will take on Atlanta on Wednesday morning. Have a great rest of your weekend, a long one for some of you.
So thank you to Shane Griffin for giving us the 3 stars of the night here. To recap, Ivan Lodnia, 3rd star. He had quite the game, having the go-ahead goal to break the gridlock in the 2nd period, his 3rd of the year. He came on a power play, and then he also had an assist on the Benton Mass goal that turned out to be the game-winning goal. Benton Mass getting the number 2 star for his game winner, his 6th goal of the year, and it proved to be the difference in this tight contest. Mitchell Gibson, hard not to give him the number 1 star. He made a couple of real strong glove saves down the stretch to protect the win and improve Gibson's record against the Everblades to 3-0 this year. Last year it was Cam Johnson who was occupying a significant amount of real estate in the Stingrays' heads. But this year, Mitchell Gibson, he might be starting to occupy some real estate in the Florida Everblades' heads. After that win, he stood tall, shut the door, and the Everblades have yet to beat him. In Gibson's rookie season, he's 3-0 against the Stingrays' arch rivals. So Mitchell Gibson getting it done, the Stingrays getting it done. They improve their record to 30-17-2-1. Stingrays getting their 30th win of the year here on home ice on this Sunday afternoon game, February 18th. And tomorrow, with President's Day, a long weekend for many of you, and we appreciate you spending some of it here with us on Flow Sports.